What do you mean?
Right off the bat, she's sitting on the front porch going, "He's such an idiot." Yeah.
He's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? She's like, fucking guy could be in the shop, cut half his arm off, not even think about it, walks in the house, gets a whiff of some old milk or something, and throws up all over the fucking place. What a pussy.
Power Wash Plus is like, first, a Power Wash Plus, you're the only one watching, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. There's no prize. You want to spin the fucking wheel? Sorry. That was fucking 3 podcasts ago.
Yeah, that was 3 podcasts ago. Fuck you. Yo, what's up, man? Lewis Coatney, what up, dude? What up, Doe?
Yeah, boy.
So it's super hot where you're at then, what you were saying?
Dude. When the truck says 100, the truck doesn't tell you the feels like thing that they came out with a few years ago. Dude, it's like fucking brutal. Oh
what's
my
up,
God.
Terry Gilbert, a.k.a. T. Squeegee's dad, a.k.a. The birther
Hoss.
of a legend, a.k.a.
Big Hoss.
a.k.a. Billy Big Rigger.
Do you think that we could get your dad in? Because at least, does your dad have Voxer?
I don't know, but I was thinking about turning Jennifer and my dad and everyone else that I know onto Voxer because it's so gangster. That's like the best shit ever. Am I right?
I'm just kind of thinking your dad could drop some serious bass.
Yeah. Oh, dude, my dad, he could definitely fart for sure, man.
Like a freight train coming out of the phone.
I like how your first instinct is to be like, you know what? I bet your dad can fart really good on a fucking telephone. I bet you.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet
Dad's in Virginia right now. What's
up,
Kevin Hargis? Yeah, it's in the 80s here finally, and it's been sunny back-to-back days. I don't want to jinx it, but
y'all drying out?
Nah, I mean, no, it's more of a swamp right now.
Yeah.
It's more like Florida right now. It's like marsh. It's like hot marshland. It's pretty gangster. I like it.
Cool.
As far as all that stuff goes.
Yeah.
So, what was wrong with your computer? Do you know what was wrong? It just needed the update?
Well, I had to, believe it or not, I had a friend over, and she was trying to help me with the software.
Uh-huh.
So we could finally draw a fucking penis to make the penis wind chimes. And she has similar software that runs a router. So, she makes things out of wood, and it's a very similar program.
Uh-huh.
So she came over, and she was playing around with the program. And best we got it was she's going to take all my information, call up the manufacturer, and get the rest of the information so she could come back and teach me how to do it. They act like this shit is,
What you need to do is take something and shine your camera lens. No, you fucking yum.
What's it?
Your camera's blurry like you've been splooging on it. Like, I don't know what's wrong with this thing. He was probably fucking scratching on it.
Dude, I probably yanked one out about fucking 14 feet.
Oh, yeah, that looks fucking... Dude, you look great now. That added at least 2 inches to your height. Yeah. I've been working like a Mexican. Aren't you Mexican, though, Fernando? So that doesn't make even fucking any kind of sense. You're always working like a Mexican. So Neil Armstrong is alien backwards. So...
Yeah, isn't that kind of weird?
Not really. It's not really alien backwards. If you take the first letter of his last name and his first name, then yeah. But altogether it isn't. So you guys are that's a stretch. That's a stretch, man. If you're gonna come on this podcast, you gotta have some legitimate facts, like Bigfoot is real. You know what I mean? Like I come with all the time. If you're gonna bring the thunder, bring the thunder.
Remember, after 9/11, there was all those weird things. You could take like a $20 bill and fold it a certain way, and it showed.
And then the Twin Towers burning.
That was kind of fucking weird, man.
That was weird. I'll give you that. That is weird. Yeah. That is weird.
Yeah, I did watch that Bob Lazar show that you recommended. I actually watched it last night.
Right.
documentary on Netflix.
Yeah. So what did you
I
think?
believe him. I believe him 100%,
Well,
dude. Because
did you see, I don't know if it's this documentary, it might be another one, but there's, I can't imagine why they wouldn't mention it. They may have mentioned it. Michael Shane Pritchard spooges on his camera occasionally. The I, apparently, from what I understand, they've given him a few lie detector tests, the likes of which he's passed.
he's passed the lie detector test.
Yeah,
um, no one has yet to come out and said, like they said, he didn't go to those colleges, but
yeah,
no one has said this is where he was during that time.
yeah,
He wasn't at that school. He was at this
yeah.
one, or he was working here.
Right.
You know,
There's no
and
one come out to the contrary saying this guy's full of shit. I was with him in
yeah.
1978 here at this fucking McDonald's flipping cheeseburgers with him.
Look, here's the thing. At like 15 years old, the
Uh,
dude was making homemade rockets and strapping them to bicycles.
yeah.
Okay, that's not normal behavior for someone that's not brilliant. You know
So
what I'm saying?
clearly he was a smart guy.
He's a smart guy to
Yeah.
start with. Um, and like I said, there's I haven't seen anything to say the different. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
doesn't corroborate with his story. What I mean, why would he lie about this? He's not making money on it. He's not wealthy from this.
No.
He's got his own business. You know what
Yeah.
I'm
Well, it
saying?
seems to, for the most part, like kind of ruin the fucking dude's life.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
it's not made it any
yeah,
better. You know,
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
I listened to. I seen. I actually own the documentary when it came, when it was made available on iTunes. I bought it straight away. I paid cash
yeah,
for it straight away
yeah,
because I've
yeah,
been like a UFO head for a long time, and you know Bob Lazar. I've been aware of that dude's story for a minute, and then to see him on the Joe Rogan podcast was next fucking level. Because if anyone's got a, I feel like I can trust his bullshit meter. It's fucking Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? Because Joe Rogan's not afraid to be like, dude, come on, bro.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And he was
yeah.
more along the lines of like you know, I don't know if he believed everything he said, but you know, it does check out. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
in my opinion, if it checks out, you know, I don't know that like
See,
just like that element. What is that? Element 151 or
yeah,
115
yeah,
or whatever it is.
yeah,
Um, dude,
yeah,
he called that shit, and now it's a thing. You know what I mean? I don't know.
yep,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know, man.
Well, and the thing is, if he's lying, why is his life been threatened and stuff like that? Because people would just be like, the guy's full of shit. You know, he's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Right.
You know, but he has information that they don't want out. Okay, and they did find his phone number in the
The
lost in the
directory. In the
yeah in the
directory.
directory.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I don't know, man. You know, he clearly believes that there's technology that was kind of, you know, um, not of
well,
this world, or at
it
least
just
so
makes me
far
wonder.
advanced. Yeah. Go ahead.
But you know, he was brought in there to reverse engineer
Hmm.
the propulsion system.
Right.
What you don't think of is how would you even start with something like that? Like it's not going to have screws, nuts, and bolts like what we would use.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's
Right.
not going to be anything recognizable to try to even figure something out.
Hmm.
You know, I mean, I don't know. I believe his story, and like I said, he ain't selling something and trying to promote a hoax.
Yeah. He's not selling T-shirts or
Like you said,
anything.
he said basically this has ruined my life.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I
Well, his
mean,
life was fooling around on him and everything.
well, I think honestly, as time goes on, will be the public will be more accepting of these theories or whether they're facts or whatnot.
I think there's gonna come a time, like War of the Worlds, where they're just gonna show up on the White House front lawn, and there ain't gonna be shit anybody else is gonna be able to do about it.
Yeah, well, if they can get here, and they have the ability to, go across the galaxy,
Mm.
and
They're not going
what
across the
would be our,
galaxy, bro.
they're able to bend time
They're
and
bending
wormholes
time,
and all
man. They're
that.
fucking interdimensional beings. They're waste. If there's if they have the technology to control gravity or create gravity, like he was saying, I mean, you can do fucking anything you want to do.
Yep.
Just think about that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, the professor, right? The professor was able to take a fucking DeLorean,
Uh-huh.
okay,
Yeah.
design a flux capacitor,
Right.
and travel through time.
Well, I mean, he even fucking went as far as to turn it from it would run on garbage by the end of the story. You know what I mean? That's how smart he was.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
so anything is
Exactly.
possible.
Yeah.
I have a truck fitted with the flux capacitor, but I'm all out of fucks, so
Yeah.
it doesn't work anymore. I don't have any more fucks to give.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
pretty
this
much
is the
don't.
surprise podcast. I'm not even sure how long it's gonna go, but we're gonna do something for a little bit here anyway. So, if you could make sure you guys like this, give us the thumbs up.
Yeah, give us some questions. Give us some props. Give us something here.
Ah, fuck, I
You
don't even
know.
want to do this.
Hey, so Monday I started using Black Diamond soft rubber,
Okay,
and
so
I
what's
gotta say that if I'm a Sorbo guy, and I've been
okay?
using Sorbo for over 10 years. Um, you could switch those rubbers between the two, and you can't tell the difference. I can't say yet that it's longer lasting, but I can say right off the top of my head, it's as fast as it's as smooth, it's as soft, and it's just as good as Sorbo rubber. Now,
Wow.
if this piece of rubber goes the rest of the week without getting flipped, then it's better. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying? So I'm going to take a picture of the corners. You know how the corners wear?
Yeah, of
Show
course.
you what it looks like in a week,
Uh huh.
you know, with an average week of the amount of windows I clean.
Hmm.
Like I said, I'll usually go 3 to 4 days on one side, flip it over, and a day or two on the other, and then I throw it away. That said, I think it's a brilliant product, and I will be buying from now on Black
Nice,
Diamond.
nice
Without,
man, nice man. So, and
yeah.
they're not even a podcast sponsor. Casper should be sponsoring our podcast by now. I mean, fuck, we're jerking this guy
Yeah.
off left and right. Dream
Well,
chasing. What's up, dude? What's your question, man? Shoot from the hip. Hopefully, it's not terrible. If it's
yeah,
about dicks, Mark will answer.
I know a lot about
He
dicks.
knows a lot about dicks and farts.
Parts too. Yep.
Yes, about both. Sphincter
And by the way,
control.
I'm adding a question.
What?
Train leaves Chicago going 95 miles an hour, and the train, oh, it's one of these, leaves New York going.
Oh, he's
Oh,
just being a smartass, this guy.
yeah,
This
yeah,
Jared
yeah,
Martinez is being Mr. Smarty Pants today.
yeah.
Ha
I noticed
ha!
Jared has been posting some funny shit lately, though. I don't
Yeah,
really know
yeah.
Jared personally. I know he's the screenwasher dude, and
He's
he's
the
a
Samurai Boab guy, too.
samurai guy.
That's
but
why we
some
don't
of the
know
shit
that he's
he
funny.
posts, I actually have to
Yeah, he is.
save it
He's
to my
funny.
phone.
He's a funny
Yeah,
guy. Yeah.
he's a good dude.
Funny guy. Funny ha ha.
Yeah, funny, ha ha, funny like a clown, funny.
Yeah. No, funny ha ha, motherfucker. Do I amuse
Okay.
you?
Yeah.
Hello, Aunt Tammy.
Hey.
I was telling Mark earlier, we had a phone call where he talked me into doing this podcast, Aunt Tammy, that if that the whole weekend you let everyone know how Mark Tanner's barbecue was fucking better than mine. This is really good, but Mark Tanner's is better. Should we call Mark Tanner and see if Mark Tanner should give you any pointers so you don't fuck it up? Whatever. So I gave her a hug and shit. I was like, well, this is probably not as good as Mark Tanner would have done it. Or like I picked some up, throw it away. Well, I threw this away, but probably not as good as Mark Tanner would throw it away. If you're doing a 9,655 square foot home and the landscapers come mowing the grass without bags on, blowing dust and grass on it after you just, what the fuck it? Yeah, I would just say, what the fuck it.
Yeah, I had a.
I'm not fixing shit. I'm not fixing shit. I'm
Well,
not.
it depends on.
No.
It depends.
No, it doesn't, Mark. You're a fucking.
Depends on the
bitch.
customer. No, I'm going to tell you what I did. I had
Mark's
landscape
chugging
guys.
cock. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm chugging that big one. I got some pink lemonade.
This is Aunt
What day
Tammy's
is that?
drink right here. This is pink
Yeah.
lemonade and red, white, and blue vodka. So I'm straight homo in it right now.
But I used pure water on a house, and the landscape guys who are there like 3 days a week, you know, were come by and spray the plants with water. You know, they'd rinse the flowers because we get a lot of people put annuals, you know, annual flowers. and they'd hand water the flowers. The guy's blowing the water all over the glass, and it's hose water, you know.
Mhm.
I'm like, dude, you can't do that. And then the homeowner called and said the windows dried all spotty, and I'm like, that's because you got, you know, your landscape guy come by and he's spraying the windows. I tried to explain to him, but he doesn't speak English.
Mhm.
So I went back and did the lower ones again for them. And once they realized that, they were able to
If
relay
it
the
was
message.
water fed pole, if I was doing it with a water fed pole, yes. If I was doing it by hand, no.
Yeah, yeah.
Power Wash Plus asks if two dudes are doing a hoe and their balls touch, does that make them gay? Yes,
Yes,
that makes them
yes,
gay.
because two guys should never be naked
Together, touching balls,
3 feet of each other
unless they're
in
gay.
that action. Yeah,
Unless they're
sorry.
gay.
Yeah,
And there's nothing wrong with
yeah,
being gay. If you like your balls banging another dude's balls, that's fine.
that's right.
That's fine. That's
And
fine.
you know what?
What?
I have to say this. I don't think there's a woman that I would want to be with that would allow two men to enter her at the same time.
Yes. There's
You
also
know
that.
what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. I completely agree.
Be a little selective, you know?
Yeah. Just, try and use exercise a little bit of. What's up, my friend? What are you doing? What do you want me to buy something?
Yeah.
We have to wait until I'm done,
Okay.
and then I'll get it, okay? Can you shut the door for me? My son wants me to buy him some Robux. Hopefully his mommy's
Nice.
not watching. If his mommy's watching, I'm gonna get a phone call. Don't you buy him no damn Robux. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know,
Anyway.
man. I don't know. What's up, Cody Farmer? So, as everyone is probably well aware watching this podcast, there's a gentleman in Columbus, Ohio that fell and hurt himself pretty bad. There's a GoFundMe going around, which is up to $1,900 right now, which is awesome. So the goal went from 1,000 to 5,000. So,
Cool.
what's happening right now is, I don't know if anyone's aware, but there's a group called Into the Flow, and those ladies and gentlemen are putting together kind of like a raffle. It's $25 to enter, and what you got to do is go to the GoFundMe link, click on it, donate $25, screenshot your donation, and then post a picture into the flow there, and that will enter you to win one of a variety of prizes from John Philip Alexander, which I'm assuming a simple of some sort. I think there's a bunch of street SF9s that are being given away. There's going to
Cool.
be a Squeegee Life window cleaning history hoodie and
Nice.
T-shirt.
Ooh. The hoodie's brand new.
Yeah, no hoodies yet. So I
Yeah.
figured I'd do something special for this. I'm going to give away a hoodie and a T-shirt to one lucky person. I'll even let you pick the color, which I normally only do black. Well, I was going to do only black with this, but if you want a different color, I'll even let you pick a color out. And it's all that money's going to a good cause. It's going to help this guy out that's fallen and he hurt
Yeah.
himself, and he probably needs, because everyone that's a window cleaner out there knows, especially if you work for yourself, it's kind of almost impossible to get insurance. It's fucking, there is nothing for the mobile contractors of the world. You know what I mean? The pressure washers, the window cleaners, the carpet cleaning guys. There's not a whole lot going on for us, unfortunately.
You mean health insurance?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, well, that shit went out the window for me when Obamacare came around.
Oh,
And they-
banger.
We're gonna take $1,300 a
What?
month for you and your family. We're gonna have a $10,000 deductible, and we're only gonna pay 60% of the problem. You know, what the fuck is that?
Mm.
I'll pay a penalty.
Is that why
Be
you
my
got
fucking
that
penalty
T-shirt
man.
on today?
Yes,
Are you
because
all?
he's gonna help me out and get me some fucking
Is
insurance.
he gonna get you some
gonna-
insurance? Yeah.
Oh
Montana,
man! Hey,
does
does
go ahead.
anyone know? No, seriously, does
What?
any if the guy's a residential window cleaner that fell, that's one thing. But if he's commercial or route jobs, y'all should get. How far is Ohio from you? A couple hundred miles. I wonder if someone could help him out with his route.
Listen, I don't know. I don't know. I think he's might even be a high-rise guy.
Really? Okay. Is a business owner or an employee?
I think he may be an employee. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. All I know is I am what do you want to call it? I read what the kid. I don't know the guy personally. I don't know much about it. I just his son posted the GoFundMe. I read that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's all I know. Dutch sign windows. Thank you so much for the shout out for the into the flow and this fundraiser. No, hey, 4-story fall, Mark Tanner.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 stories. So
Wow.
that's fucking that's
Yeah.
crazy shit, man. So
Yeah. I hope he's. I did make a donation. I didn't know the guy, but everybody started cross posting it, and everybody should get together. Just chuck the guy 25, $30, whatever you can
well, the
afford. You
podcast
know?
donated $100.
Awesome.
I'm gonna donate another 25, and I'm not gonna. Hopefully, I win the window cleaning history hoodie. That'll be dope. I've always wanted one.
And then you could pick your own color out.
Yeah, then
That'd
I
be
can pick
cool.
my own color out. It'll be
Yeah.
sweet. Now I'm gonna donate another 25 in good faith and pull my hat out of it winning anything because I don't need anything. I am very blessed with my health and tons of window cleaning tools, so I'm good to go.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know, why not give for a good cause? You know what I mean? Mark, you should enter that drawing and maybe you'll win a sweatshirt or a T-shirt.
Yes, I could wear it in my 100-degree state that I'm
Yeah,
stuck
just
in right now.
just you'll be all right.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. What I'll do is this. I'll make a window cleaning history tank top for your wife and a T-shirt for you. How's that?
That'll work.
Will that be better?
That will work.
All
Yep.
right.
Yep. I wanna. Yeah. Now no, I want a wife beater, and she gets the tank top. That way, if I feel like kicking some ass, I feel righteous.
Yeah. Bill Jordan asks, "What about a hoe jerking off two guys and at the same time
No,
skiing? Is
dude,
that
listen.
gay?" No.
Two penises naked in front of each other within the vicinity
gay.
of an arm's reach, even if the bitch has big fucking arms.
It's
That's
gay.
fucking gay. Okay. Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. We're
Yeah.
okay with the gay part, but it's gay.
Yeah.
So
Look,
don't be
put
mad
it this
because it's
way.
gay. I think it's
If
great
you're
that
in a
it's
room-
gay. But
if
if
you're in a
you're into
room-
that, that's cool.
Yeah, if you're in a room and there's even the slightest chance you can get a whiff of some other dude's balls, you're fucking gay, okay?
Power Wash Plus says, I cleaned a smoker's house tempered with tint. I went through 3 mop sleeves and 2 rubbers. Vinegar didn't help one bit. Any suggestions?
Yeah,
Ammonia.
And listen,
Ammonia.
don't be fooled. You can't put ammonia on tint. Bullshit. I've been putting ammonia on tint for 30 fucking years.
Yeah,
Not a
me too.
problem.
I don't follow
Yeah,
any
yeah.
directions.
Vinegar. What is this? A fucking douche? Was that Summer's Eve vinegar?
Yeah.
Come on. No.
There's nothing wrong with being gay,
Dude.
Alberto. It's none of your fucking business.
That's right. You want to yank on it? That's
Yeah,
cool.
you want to yank on it, yank on it. You want to yank on your boyfriend's crank, then let it happen. Who gives a
Yes.
shit? What goes on in another person's bedroom is none of my fucking business.
That's right. As
know
long
what
as
I
I
mean?
don't have to smell it.
Oh, yeah. The donations for this giveaway are from Sean Gavin at Reach Higher Ground, a.k.a. Tucker. Philip Alexander, a.k.a. Simpu.com. Squeegee Life, us. Into the Flow admins are adding into this and many more. Ammonia
Yes.
concentrate. Yes, definitely without a doubt, man. Cigarette smoke, ammonia. Thank me later. You're going to go through mop covers. There's nothing you can do about that, but it will cut that shit.
Yeah.
Cut
Dude,
that. Cut like a ninja. Slice like a razor blade.
I used
Go
to
ahead.
clean windows back when they had smoking sections in restaurants.
Yeah.
And commercial. I mean, your mops would be yellow. It was
Right.
nasty.
Oh, yeah. There's not a lot you can do about it.
No.
Yeah.
No. Hey, come here,
Which
Brady.
dog is that? Oh, is that Brady?
It's Brady. Come on, up. Come on.
You
up.
got nice dogs, but Montana's dogs are better.
Come on, up. Come on. Hey, up.
He ain't trying to do that shit. Oh, it's your puppy. Look at the puppy.
Okay, go play in traffic.
He's like, where's the peanut butter?
Yeah, that's what he thought. He saw the big jar of Jif. Yeah, I got in
So,
trouble. with
if
that.
your dog is male and you're a male and he licks peanut butter off your balls, does that make you gay? You and your dog gay?
What's
What
that?
did you do with the big jar of Jif?
Yeah, big jar. Kate's just asking who
What'd
dick
you-
stabbed the peanut butter. Yeah. Dude, just do yourself a favor.
Did you hear what I said? What?
It's the ice cream.
What?
Tell him what Noah did.
Oh yeah, I'll tell him the ice cream shit. Yeah, he'll like that. Okay, so well, yeah, and a word to the wise: don't try it with crunchy peanut butter. Yeah.
So
So
I'm just, you haven't answered my question. Is your dog a guy?
yeah, he's a dude. He's a boy.
So that's, you're gay then,
Why?
because he's licking peanut butter off your balls.
Yeah, but that's things we do with dogs. That's not gay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So what's up with the ice cream?
So my father was in a marriage that the woman hated us. I mean, there's nothing more to say. You know, it was that whole mixed family thing, and she had certain things that she kept in the house that she would write her name on, and that's one thing in my family we've never done. It's not yours; it's everybody's.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? If you like something specific, no one else likes it. It's yours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
She used to get this Starbucks ice cream, coffee ice cream, like some kind of mocha chocolate chip Starbucks ice cream.
Mocha chocolate chip or something like that?
Yeah, mocha chocolate chip ice cream. So
okay.
My brother Noah, she used to freak out because she's like, somebody's been eating my ice cream. And I'm like, really? We're arguing about this stupid shit. So my brother, when she would come home with the new thing of ice cream, my brother would take the top off the ice cream and he would lay his bag on the top of the ice cream until it would melt and leave the print. And then he'd put the little paper flap back on and put the cap on and put it back in there. And he'd go, I'm just going to sit here and laugh my ass off when she's eating the ice cream.
Who was this, your stepmom?
Well, I never considered her a stepmom.
Oh, well, just
but yeah, you know what, my father's.
Dude, what the fuck? That's so fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Mark said, "Oh yeah, oh yeah." How many did he do that? A lot?
All the time. All the time. Yeah, and there was this, like, he'd open it up, and I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" You know, it's just a weird shape, you know, because and he's like, "Dude, it sinks right in because you're 98 degrees." You know? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, don't fuck with the tanners, dude.
You're totally getting nut imprints in your ice cream. You guys are fucking terrible, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that's great. I had a fucking pretty good weekend. I got to hang out with my family from Michigan, Aunt Tammy, and Aunt Jackie, and Uncle Mike.
Nice.
It was sweet, man. We hung out. Me and Uncle Mike and my cousin Josh and my cousin Shannon hung out on the deck until like 5 o'clock in the morning. You know, just enjoying each other's company. It was an odd, like, memories that'll last a lifetime. It was a great time. I smoked a pork butt, my first pork butt, and it was dynamite.
Awesome.
I think it lasted a total of 10 minutes. And of course, as Aunt Tammy has told me 400 times, it's not as good as Mark's.
Dude, you'll get it. You'll get it. Pork is so easy when you do it that way.
Listen, she's the only one that said that. Everyone else said it was the best barbecue they ever had in their whole
That's
fucking
good.
life.
That's all that matters then,
so
man.
fuck you and Aunt Tammy.
Yeah. We see your boy Kevin was in a barbecue competition. Did real well.
Yeah, yeah.
Kevin Hargis?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like that. I think that's cool that a lot of guys like to smoke, you know, barbecue. I think that's great. And I think that adds even more validity to my idea that I'm going to state it here publicly, so if anyone tries to fucking rob my idea, I'm going to kick him in the balls, but I'm going to do the Squeegee Life fucking window cleaners cookbook. It's happening. It's happening.
Oh, yeah.
It's happening.
No, you need to.
It's happening.
And that shit needs
cool.
to have... It needs to have the meatloaf in there.
The meatloaf.
It needs to have the biscuits and gravy in there.
The meatloaf will go in there, but not the biscuits and gravy.
No, come on.
No. Would you like me to tell everyone how you do barbecue?
No.
All right then, numbnuts. I'm not putting.
Kevin's probably watching right now.
Yeah, well,
he got third place. He won first.
Yeah.
I'm
Listen,
sure
I ain't trying to. I'm not trying. That was my grandma's recipe. And that's, I gave that with you. So basically what Mark's saying is anybody that wants my grandmother's recipe, just call him and ask him, because nothing's fucking sacred. Fucking cocksucker. But yeah, we're gonna do a window cleaner's cookbook. I just thought it'd be pretty cool. Like, nothing fancy. I'm not trying to sell it at Books A Million or nothing like that. But maybe like $5-10 a copy, and we'll like give it to like a window cleaning charity of some sort. You know what I mean? Charity.
Yeah.
We'll do something with it. But what I'd like to do is, if you are interested in that and you're listening to this podcast, reach out to me privately on Facebook Messenger. And if you got it, like, hey man, I'd like a recipe I'd like to put in your cookbook, let me know and we will work with you. Richie's avocado dip, his guacamole's gonna be in there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Yep. And that's about that guacamole dip is about as vegan as it's gonna get. Yeah. So y'all fucking fruity vegans out there, it ain't happening.
Yeah, but it'll just be like a cool. I mean, I'm not saying we won't put any barbecue in there. We'll put barbecue in there. Nah, I mean? We'll put, if somebody wants to share a barbecue recipe, if Mark's got a recipe that he'd like to share in there, and I'm not sure what he's going to put in there, but there's probably something that Mark Tanner likes that he
I'll
put in there. We're all going to try to kick in. And like I said, the donations, whatever's left over, we'll donate it in some kind of way. You know what I mean? Yep. I think it'd be cool. I think it's a cool idea. I mean, shit. I was tossing around with Carrie Gunther about 3 or 4 months ago when, after she was on the podcast. I don't know however fucking long ago that was. She was on the podcast. We were talking about it.
Yeah.
And, I think I'm just going to pull the trigger on it and get it done. So I'm going to say it publicly here. If you want to be in the Squeegee Life's Window Cleaners Cookbook, because it just seems like there's a lot of window cleaners that like to cook, especially smoke. So,
yeah. Yeah. Well, Carrie went to Thailand.
Yeah.
And she came back. She hasn't looked the same.
Mm-mm. She's
like
got that
every picture I see,
on.
she's got the unicorn thing going.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. But yeah, if you're interested, man, reach out to me on Facebook Messenger, man, and let me know, dude. If you got a recipe you'd like to add. What I would like to do is this. I'd like to get your recipe. You give me your recipe, I'll put it in the book, and then I would like maybe like a paragraph or two telling me why you like this recipe, any tips and tricks on how to get the recipe to make it taste like yours, and like mine, like my meatloaf, I'll give you a little 411 on my grandma and why I like meatloaf and all that shit. You know what I mean? Where the recipe came from and why it's your favorite. I think that's pretty cool. Add a little substance.
Yeah, my mom's Sicilian spaghetti.
See,
that's
what we need? The kind of shit we're talking about. Cool shit like that. My grandma's meatloaf. Dream Chaser's fucking grandma's spaghetti.
A woman.
Mom's spaghetti. What's up?
One of my best friends, Tim, that lived across the street, he passed away a couple of years ago. His wife was Sicilian. Uh-huh. Yeah, and he used to tell me about it, and I finally bugged her enough because it takes like 2 days, but she used to make, they called it gravy, but she used to make this Italian sauce.
I tell you what, man.
Pork bones, oh my God.
Jason Snyder's mom, you cooked in her kitchen. That lady can make the bomb ass gravy.
Oh yeah, I'm like, give me a straw.
Sauce. I don't need
nothing
good,
else.
Man. That and her egg rolls are fucking out of this world. That woman's egg rolls are fucking badass. They're better than Perry Tate's egg rolls. Did you see that shit, that announcement that he made that the KC Mo store shut down because of malevolent forces outside of Reach It caused it to fail? If you are talking about me, then me and Mark Tanner and the Outlaw Window Cleaner podcast and now the Squeegee Life podcast, listen, thank you. Thank you for giving us credit for that, because, I mean, we like it. We like the fact, yes, it's our fault. You know what I mean? Never mind the fact that you opened up a window cleaning store that sells water-fed pole brushes and Home Depot squeegees in fucking Kansas City, Missouri, in a dirt mall. In a fucking, like a flea market. You know what I mean? There's a really nice fucking strip mall there, and then there's the one he chose is the one behind it, the one they built to replace it.
It's the fucking alley mall.
Yeah, fucking guy is in front of it. You can't even see. I mean, it's a complete shithole, dude.
Yeah, I remember when we went there the first time. We drove by that nice mall.
There was motherfuckers.
I had to pay and shop or something, and I go, "Hey, see how nice that mall is?" And you're like, "Yeah, that's a nice mall." I go, "It's behind that."
Listen, that motherfucker legit. There was people walking in there looking for change. One guy was so whacked out of his head, he thought the gunslingers were fucking were ski boots.
Yeah.
He thought they were ski boots. He's like, yeah, we're selling window cleaning equipment, and the dude's like, what?
Yeah.
What? Window cleaning equipment? Yeah. Yeah, you can just come in and buy window cleaning gear whenever you want.
You ever think
Spend
about
like
buying...
$3,000 on the Reach It Ultimate pack, and then there's more. I mean, how many? I mean, that dude. Hello.
So.
What?
I gave your mom my cigarettes.
There is some in there on the counter. I gave my mom my cigarettes. Oh, well, I'm way ahead of you.
There you go.
But anyways, you know, the dude, I mean, he gives away, I mean, like, you buy one of those packages, how much, I mean, do you see the amount of shit you get?
But wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah.
Not
Order
only
now, and we'll give you a traffic light.
Yeah. Order now, and we'll give you a pair of shit-stained slacks. I mean, there's everything in there. Everything in that fucking thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everything. I mean, I guess that's nice.
We have a janitorial supply house that actually, most janitorial supplies will have a couple squeegees. They'll have a couple poles. Right. I stumbled upon one. It's, you know, near my route that I walk in there. They've got the whole line of Unger, and they've got Unger rubber. They've got the poles, the real stuff, you know, not the Home Depot stuff. The green collared poles. They've got the Unger scrapers, blades. You know, they've got some
so they pretty much got everything, Mark.
Yeah, no, but here's my point. They also have floor buffing and scrubbing machines and pads, diamond pads. They have pressure cleaners. They have all the chemicals that you would use to clean carpets, the extractors, all that stuff. They're making a living selling supplies to the janitorial industry. Okay, you're not going to make a living open in a retail store selling what's deemed to be expensive window cleaning tools.
Well,
it's not possible.
His initial thought was, and this is what he told me when he bought that store, and you know, there's no confidentiality agreements anymore, so fuck him. He told me that he was going to start selling everything. He was going to start selling Unger handles, and he was going to try to be
the J. Raisinstein or WCR local.
Yeah,
okay.
That's what he was going to try to do.
That's fine. All these companies are
but
selling
nobody
similar
wants
stuff.
to fuck with him. So
exactly.
He can't get nobody else's shit in there. Nobody will deal with him.
Well, not only that, you know, if you don't have a relationship with Unger, they're not going to send you 20 gross of rubber and wait for you to sell it. They say, okay, we'll send you 20 gross. Here's the price. Send us some money. We'll send you the rubber.
Yeah, you know, just think about this. Look how long the partnership between him and Richie lasted. Look how long the partnership between him and Casper at Black Diamond Rubber lasted. Look how long his lease lasted in Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah.
About 8 months.
About 8 months. Yeah, on a 5-year lease.
About how long that our relationship, Outlaw Window Cleaners, and my relationship with him, that lasted about 6 months. And I was tiptoeing into that relationship to begin with. I was kind of like, dude, this guy's a fucking idiot.
Hey,
you know what I mean? But
here's the funny thing. It was said in that post that we just don't have a retail storefront anymore. It's in a warehouse. How much you want to bet it's in someone's garage?
I guarantee it is.
Or in a warehouse of a window cleaner that has some extra space, and that shit is stacked up in the corner. It ain't distribution.
I guarantee it. I guarantee it is. I guarantee it.
Yep.
There's some guy out there that he's calling his partner now. He's some dude from here in the States. I guarantee you that's the guy that's got all his shit.
Yep.
In his garage.
Yep.
If I was that dude, I would be fucking... Oops, it burnt.
Yeah.
Oops, it all burnt.
Yeah.
Whoever made that video of that torching that constructor brush, can you send me the video? I need it.
No doubt.
I need that. Need that. Whoever that was. Ooh.
Get Indra on the podcast.
Indira? Oh, shit. I would love to have Indira on this bitch because he pretty much... But he threw her under the bus.
Of course he did. If you show up to work and the door's locked and the store's empty, that's throwing someone under the bus.
Yeah. If you used to work for Perry or you had raw dealings with Perry, you're more than welcome on the Squeegee Life podcast so we can laugh at him.
Yeah.
Because that's what this is all about. This whole podcast, our whole lives, is about making fun of Perry.
Yeah.
We're a couple of fucking 1-2 nerds.
Yep.
No, it really isn't. I just like fucking with that dude, man. I just like fucking with that guy. I just do. He goes away for a little while, and then we you know what I mean? We were hammering his ass. I mean, he couldn't put out a new fucking video about this is my latest product without me fucking torching him on it. You know what I mean? So I can see why he was a little like, man, I ain't doing shit no more. Now he's back at it again. I don't know, dude. I think the dude. What kind of? It's a dog and pony show. Seriously, what window cleaning tool manufacturer gets on Facebook and Instagram all over the place talking about we just signed a new lease for a bigger factory? That's all smoke and fucking mirrors, man. You didn't. You are borrowing space in someone's fucking plant. You are renting space. You don't have a factory.
No.
You don't have one. That's a fucking lie, man. That is a lie, and he knows it.
Yep.
But who does that?
Yeah.
Who does
I saw
that?
there was a bunch of people.
This is another thing. I'm going to do the constructor brush exposed here. A video series on the constructor brush. Me taking them and putting them apart. Jason Lehman, Captain Constructor Brush, has sent me all the pieces and parts to make a mockery of fucking the constructor brush. Can't wait. Hashtag can't wait.
You don't need to do anything except for take it apart and put it together, and it will be a good video because that motherfucker fights back.
Right. Well, I can tell you this right now. When Mark and I both received the window weapon, both of them did the same exact thing. The fucking end jets blew out instantly.
It's just like hot glue in there or something.
It's like hot glue in there. So I send him a message. I'm like, listen, man, the whole pad scrubby thing is a really fucking smart idea. But the end jets have blown out already. He's like, oh, there's plastic. We anticipated this. What do you mean you anticipated it?
Yeah.
If you anticipated it, why don't you just correct the fucking issue instead of putting a patch kit?
Yeah.
Patch kit.
Yep.
In the fucking, which I didn't get.
No,
it was total bullshit.
I didn't have any
total
plastic plugs. Yeah,
it was total bullshit. Because I remember calling you and saying, hey, you should have a patch kit. And you're like, no, I just shoved a fucking twig in the end of it and jammed it back down in there.
Still got that twig in there to this day.
And that's what I did too. What I did was I rolled up Teflon tape into a ball and then kept shoving it into the end. I lost one jet, but I just squirt some super glue on it and it's in the bedroom. There's money in there too. Shit, the girls just got home from swimming, and they're hungry. They're like, "We're hungry." They don't want. I made chili dogs because I was the only one home, and I knew nobody was gonna eat chili dogs because Jennifer gets heartburn really bad.
Yep.
Jennifer gets heartburn really bad. Elena doesn't like hot dogs, and Uriah doesn't like anything. So
yeah, he's a chicken nugget kid or a hamburger kid.
Or pizza, pepperoni pizza. You know,
they'll outgrow that. Most kids do.
Pepperoni pizza, hamburgers, chicken nuggets, and the occasional Arby's roast beef sandwich. And he likes lunch meat. He loves turkey sandwiches. You know, but outside of those,
not bad for his age.
Yeah, it's not bad. He's got 5 things. That's 5 days of the week we've got covered. The weekends are a little bit of a pain in the ass, but we manage.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been there.
I can assure you, Dream Chasing, that he is super salty. I know that dude wants to call me and read me the riot act, but he won't. Because he knows if he does, I'm probably recording it.
Or you'll just make a mockery of it.
Yeah, I'll make a mockery of that as well.
See, he doesn't have the creativity that you do. Because he makes a video and then all of a sudden it's so extremely mocked.
Dude, because as soon as we see it, we're in the background already shitting on it. Already, we're halfway through it, messaging each other like, "You see that shit?"
Yeah.
Like that fucking dude, like that pole with the extension on it.
Dude, I just want to
He's like, "This is just in the most extreme cases." It's like, bro, it's 12 foot off the fucking ground. Get out a ladder.
Yeah.
That's not an extreme. Yeah, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen, all I gotta say is the dude's whack as shit. I'm not saying that the cat, you know, I've said this 1,000 times, I'll say it again. I don't think his polls are bad. There are better polls out there. all the poles are poles, but
Yeah.
the clamps is what separates all these poles. The clamps is, in my
Yeah.
opinion, the clamps section length. That's what separates these poles. I actually had some fucking guy get on my Excalibur, my first Excalibur video. He
Yeah.
actually got on there and he's like, "Man, that pole is super floppy. There's
What?
After watching this video, there's no way I would buy it." It's like, come on, bro. Did CW are you blowing that dude from CWC? Is that what's going on? Are you fucking swallowing bucket loads of his jizz, and that's why you're on my YouTube channel saying that? Because that's fucking ridiculous. Let's be honest. Watch the fucking video. That thing's anything but fucking floppy.
No, Phil's poles are rigid as hell. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Come on,
look,
man. The dude might
I've
be
only-
eccentric and he might say some goofy shit, but the proof's in the pudding on the fucking poles, man. I'm not trying to hear that shit. I just deleted his comment and I sent him a message like, listen, bro, you got to relax. I can't have you on here trolling. If
Well,
you got
look.
something objective to say, that's cool. But to say I could tell by this video how floppy the fucking pole is, what the fuck are you watching? First of all, the video's sped up 4 fucking times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's really gonna make it look fuck. But if I went as slow, if I actually played those videos at real speed, I mean, come on. The only thing you could do at real speed are traditional window cleaning videos. Water-fed pole videos, you're going to be watching that shit all day.
Yeah.
That shit's like 9 hours long. You know what I mean? Come on, relax. Relax,
Yeah.
man. If you need a friend, just reach out and tell me that you need a friend. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
that's all you need to know. Just like, hey, man, I need somebody to talk to. Will you please be my friend? And I'll be like, yeah, sure. You know what I mean? You don't have to leave stupid-ass comments on my YouTube channel. You know what I mean? Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yes.
Why you got to go around Eric Blandon your whole life away? You know what I'm saying? Come on.
There's one that fell off the map.
Yeah. Well, he's still around. He dislikes my videos, He's
Yeah.
probably watching right now. He's probably got a bottle of Jergens out right now. Watching this live. Oh my God, they're on live. Don't forget, guys, there's actually more viewers watching now. Go to the End of the Flow page, join the group, donate $25 to the GoFundMe, and make sure you get yourself entered to win a bunch of awesome prizes, and at the same time help out a fellow window cleaner in need who fell from 4 stories in Columbus, Ohio a few weeks ago. We're trying to get him about $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000. We're trying to get him as much money as we possibly can. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
let's try and do our very best for this gentleman and donate some money, man. And you maybe win yourself a cool ass prize, because there's going to be a raffle for Tucker products. There's going to be a raffle for some Philip Alexander fucking Simpo shit. There's going to be some stuff from the guys at the admins, Craig Hendenzel and Jason. What are those guys? What's that guy's name? Kevin Hargis. What's that other kid's name? Man, he just sent me a message too, man. I'm stupid. Anthony Padlow. A bunch of guys. Gabriel Gutierrez. All them guys. They're throwing in. The Squeegee Life podcast is going to give away a super dope window cleaning history Squeegee Life collab hoodie and t-shirt package to one lucky winner. It's going to be super sweet, man. And again, you're going to be helping out someone in need in the window cleaning community, which is really what the window cleaning community needs, is for all of us to come together and help each other out in cases like this. So, just think about it this way. You're doing a storefront for that guy, or you're doing, you know what I mean? You're working 15, 20 minutes for this guy. You know what I'm saying? Why not?
Yes.
Donate a storefront to this
Thank you.
gentleman. Oh, that's so nice. She brought me some water. I need my
What's
shipping
he
cup.
saying?
Yeah. What, babe?
Is he talking about me?
No.
Yeah. He said you're very nice for bringing me water. You're lucky I just saved you. Tear your ass open.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Love the Reach It Store video you made. I want to be honest with you, man. I wasn't really impressed with that video, man. I wanted to
That's
do
good.
more, but I couldn't, my computer was acting up. I wanted to put Beck's Loser over top of that, but it wouldn't let me. So my fucking iTunes is acting all fucking crazy. How much was the rent on that store? Who knows?
I would say, based on
The
what I
area?
know of, I would say $2,500 to $3,000 a month.
I would say lower. I
You
would say
think?
between
No.
12. I would say between 1,200 and 2,500. Dude,
Yeah,
that
I'd
was
say
a
close to. I
shithole,
mean,
dude.
it's about 1,000 square foot.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we could call. There's got to be a
Yeah,
phone number
there's
on that
got to
store.
be a phone number. Well,
Well,
Chris
someone
Chris
drove up to it.
Lamborghini's.
You see that video?
Yeah,
Someone
dude,
drove up to the store.
dude, trust me. I had boots on the ground within hours of knowing what was going on.
I sent my people out there.
Mark's like, is there any way you can get pictures of that fucking storefront being empty with no sign on it? I was like, I don't know, probably. I'll see. And then I sent Mark a message about an hour later. I was like, I'm gonna have some pictures later today. He goes, I knew you would come through. I knew you'd make it happen. So yeah, and then that I can't remember that Diego Garcia, the guy that fell a few years ago, hurt his neck real bad. He actually posted a video rolling up on the store with NSYNC's "Bye Bye Bye" going. Oh, window cleaning community assholes. The dude asks for it, man. The dude asks for it. He's such a shithead, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's exactly right. Perry thought he would bank from the outlaw group, so he thought he would open a store after he got busted. Bad idea. That's exactly right. Perry saw us and the marketing. I mean, because you got to think about it. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn here, but all the Gunslinger promotional videos and promotion was me.
Yep.
That was me. I'm the one that did that. The podcast, the videos. I did that. Not him. He barely did any promotion at all. So much so that Richie kind of bitched about that a little bit. He's like, dude, he's not doing any fucking promotion to sell these things. What the fuck?
He didn't do any Black Diamond promotion either.
He didn't do any Black Diamond promotion either. And what's sad about the Black Diamond thing is all the dude had to do was fucking ship it. That's all he had to fucking do was take the order and send the shit out. He didn't have to do. He couldn't even do that. Yeah. And people are still swinging from this guy's balls.
Well, Black Diamond rubber is a proven product.
Yes.
You're just the middleman.
Yes, and all you gotta do is ship it, and you can't even do that. Yep. You can't even fucking do that.
Yeah.
Fuck. And all you had to do was give the dude his fucking royalties. It wasn't even a lot. It was 10%. You tried to give him fucking under $700 for 12 or 1,500 gunslingers. What a piece of shit.
Yeah. And the royalty is supposed to be paid quarterly. Richie waited for over a year to get a dime.
It wasn't until that fucking podcast where fucking drunk Josh said it's about money. And none of us had an idea. No, we didn't know. All we knew was Richie was quiet. He wasn't saying shit to nobody. Something was going on because he was a little off in Kansas City too. You could tell that he wasn't Richie Blues. There was something wrong with him.
Yeah.
And then that podcast came out, and Richie's always watching the podcast. Usually watching the podcast in the background while working in his little laboratory there at the house. Yep. So we did that podcast, and then like maybe 45 minutes later, I got my first little bit of Richie Blue that I've had in months saying, hey man, I just got a whole shitload of money in my PayPal account. He goes, I think it might have been because of what was said on the podcast. Because
of course
I was like, so you ain't been, he's like, nah man, no, I haven't got no money. That's the first bit of money I've gotten in a year. A fucking year.
Yep.
I mean, and then this dumb son of a bitch goes and posts their email correspondence back for, dude, you tried to pay him $700 for 1,500 gunslingers. Just think about how much. Listen, you guys can listen.
The contract says paid quarterly. That's every 3 months.
Yeah. Every 3 months. Yeah. And he stretches it out to the very end. So he probably has a 30-day grace period and all that shit.
Yeah, he does, but the first one went a year.
Yeah, but listen, that's a breach of contract. Yeah. Fine. I get that. But what I'm trying to expound on here is that he sold 1,500 of those.
Yep.
Okay, at $100 a pop. 10% of that is what? For over a year.
$15,000. 15 grand.
You got none of that.
Yep.
None of that until we said something.
Yep. And he only got a half of that.
It's not something we did. He was doing it in fucking self. And he was still trying to fucking weasel his way out of it.
Yep.
This dude went as far as to post all of their private correspondence, get on Facebook Live and be like, I'm going to show everybody how to make these, and then I'm confident we'll be the best at it. Which
Yeah.
I'm really surprised no one's come out with one yet. Honestly, because the dude posted 4 fucking hours of video on how to build the gunslinger on fucking YouTube.
Yep.
And this cocksucker had all of that information and still couldn't build him
Yep.
without fucking
Yeah.
leaking. That's even a bigger slap in the face. Again,
Yep.
and he could try to deny it, but I've got all 4 hours of video recorded on my fucking external hard drive with his YouTube page moniker there in the background showing that he posted it so many hours ago, so he's got nothing. He's got nothing. The guy's a fucking asshole. I got the contract he posted. Hey! Don't you be playing shit on the fucking podcast.
No.
Don't be playing shit on the podcast. What the bleep? And people comment, why do I shit on Taint's videos? Yeah, dude, and that's the thing, dude. There's a lot of guys out there that super duper cry about people giving this guy shit. They're like, enough already. No, never enough. It's never going to be enough.
It'll be enough when Richie is set free.
It'll be, I will stop talking and stop shitting on that dude once he cuts, if he cuts Richie Blue loose, I'll never fucking mention that rotten fucking dirty crotch cocksucker ever again. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Until that day comes, until Richie Blue is free to do what Richie Blue chooses, I'm going to ride that fucker like a pack mule.
Yep.
That's just it, and that's the end of it. I don't care what anyone says. You can dislike me if you want me to. I don't care. That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to like me, but I was taught at a very young age that if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. That being the case, I'm going to stand up for my buddy because he's getting dicked. So, there you go. There you go. And not only is he being dicked, but the window cleaning community as a whole is being dicked.
Yep.
Because everyone's like that Japanese dude's posting them fucking those fancy schmancy buckets, you know what I mean? Which, are still going to splash all over the place.
Well, that's not a gun. That's a soft bucket on a belt.
Mm-hmm.
In comparison to a plastic bucket on a belt, it's probably a good. It looks like it's well made.
Mm-hmm.
He makes them by hand. He custom builds them.
Yeah.
I'm not poo-pooing on it. It's not a gunslinger. It doesn't hold
a
a lot of water.
There's actually a world where Richie Blue could possibly give you what me and Mark have and what Tim has, the prototype. That gunslinger that was, I couldn't say enough good things about it. I still use it. It's fucking awesome. It's badass, dude.
Yeah.
It's badass. It's just unfortunate. Yeah, he's a fucking loser, bro. What's up, Chris? Yeah, it's just unfortunate that the shit that Richie's not able to show his true genius, because I can tell you guys this, knowing Richie as a pretty good friend, the dude's full of ideas on ways to make your guys' lives easier, and you're not going to get to see the shit or get the shit because Perry Tate's a fucking shitbag.
Yep.
Jason Lee and TJ, have you sent my rinse bar yet? No. I just got your package today, so no, I haven't sent it yet. But you'll get it. Yeah, man, fucking, what a shitbag that dude is. What a shitbag.
Well, you can't keep burning bridges in this little tiny industry and survive anyway. And that's my prediction is 6 months to a year, it's done. I really believe that.
See, listen to what Richie says. He says, I make those tip jars badass. He does, man. Those fucking things are dope, dude. I'm sorry that you guys... some guys are like, man, I got a gunslinger and it's awesome. Well, I can tell you right now, if you think that's awesome, wait till you see what Richie can do.
There's no comparison.
Yeah, if this guy gets fucking loose of this cocksucker, I'm telling you right now, there is no comparison whatsoever in product. None. It's not there is no comparison. None.
Yeah.
You guys, I'm rocking one that I've had almost 2 fucking years, and when I say I use it every day, I mean I use it every day. Richie can attest to that because I sent it to him to check out after a year's worth of use, and he's like, dude, you beat the shit out of this fucking thing. And it's still solid as fuck. There's other guys like Henry Dreest that's got one that uses it almost every day. He didn't use it today. He used a Samurai today, but you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
You've got one now. You've got one now.
Yeah.
And you know exactly. Now you're like, dude, I didn't know what you were talking about until I got it. But you're right. He said it's two different things. Two different things, guys. Two different things.
It looks like a total different product. It acts like a different product. It wears like a different product. Right. Yeah. You could tell that one is made out of high quality materials and handmade, and one is made out of cheap shit. Mm-hmm. Just like everything else he does. Mm-hmm. Like you said, the poles are decent. The clamps
are garbage.
All those, the brushes were fine until he came out with that constructor brush. Just a regular brush. It's a brush.
Yeah.
Look, it's not an alpha brush with the boar's hair in the middle. That's, I think, one of the most brilliant brushes you could ever use. Someone asked me.
Listen, I'm going to tell you guys this right now. Mark Tanner knows what I'm talking about because you guys, I don't know the podcast episode, but I called it. I said, watch. I said, what he needs to do, what needs to happen is make those fucking window weapons or whatever the fuck he's doing without them round fucking ends on them. And then you'll be able to start getting in corners. And look what he's got now. Deep frame window weapon with no fucking rounded corners. I called it. Go back and find the podcast. I'm telling you, I called it. And then, months later, here we go. The fucking constructor brush without round ends.
Yep.
Point blank, period, end of discussion.
Yeah.
The guy's a fucking asshole. He doesn't have an original idea in his fucking head.
No, it's all
the hydro blade, the fucking rinse bar, that's not even his fucking idea.
No.
Mr. Takaki is Gunslingers 2.
Takai. Oh my.
Oh my.
Richie Blue.
Well, I mean, you know what? I'll tell you this, Quinn, a cowboy or whoever you are, I'll tell you this. It might be Perry Tate's Gunslinger's Tombstone, but it sure as fuck ain't gonna do nothing. Because I'm telling you right now, Richie's shit is gangster as fuck. Yep. And if you want to meet somewhere and fucking fist fight, we can. You can put your fucking little Takaki thing on, and I'll put my gunslinger on, and I bet you I'll knock your fucking teeth out. You motherfucker. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But I will say this. I'm telling you, the Richie Blue product, I mean, once this guy is able to do his own fucking thing, I'm telling you, man, he's going to blow the fucking lid off of shit. You know what I mean? It just is. And I'm not saying that the one from Japan is not going to be gangster. I'm sure it is gangster. I'm not saying that it isn't. It seems like a pretty good holster for a mop and a squeegee. It seems pretty cool. You know what I mean? It seems pretty cool.
It seems like an alternative to a plastic bucket on a belt.
Oh, for sure. And it looks
not
cool.
An alternative to a gunslinger.
And it looks cool. He says, I know Kung Fu, watch it. Listen, man. Listen, dude. I know fat guy jujitsu. I'm going to lay on you and fucking put all my body weight on you and choke you to death. I'm going to choke the life out of you. I'm going to fucking use my high school wrestling ability to take you on the ground, and then I'm going to just lay on you and just be like, ugh, all fat and sweaty on you and breathe on you like,
Yeah.
I'm not sure when Richie's going to be able to make his own stuff again. Hopefully someday soon here close. Hopefully Perry just says fuck it and lets the guy go. That's what I hope he does. I think that would have been the best business decision he could have made.
I think it's been discussed. Just let the guy go. Yeah, just move on.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it business-wise, public image-wise, all that shit, when all of that shit happened, which is not why we said what we said, but, later on I said, just let him go and I'll stop fucking with you. But I guess what I'm saying is it just business-wise, it would have made much more sense for him to just be like, you know what, I can't fucking do this right, and I can't do this the way it's supposed to be done. Just go do your thing, you know what I mean? And I'll concentrate on my water-fed poles and my hunk of shit brushes, and I'll try and get that dialed in. He still, for whatever reason, can't put a nut and a bolt on that fucking thing. It's still a fucking miniature fucking eyeglass screw.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But you get a screwdriver with the kit.
Oh, yeah. Well, you notice they didn't use that fucking screwdriver in that How to Build a Constructor Brush video. You noticed that, right?
Yeah, that little freaking red thing.
Yeah, you noticed that. He had a little screw gun. He had it.
Yeah.
Gangster, true that. Those things in China are all made from reconstituted materials. Yeah, well, it doesn't surprise me.
I think it's coming from Japan, but
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know if he's talking about those or the gunslingers. I don't know what he's talking about there. What I can tell you is
oh
this.
yeah, sure.
What I
Could
can
be.
tell you is this: is that everything that everything that he's putting out now is made out of leftover gunslinger materials, like the reach it
Oh, yeah.
purse. You know, the
Yeah.
the gooseneck fucking belt attachment. What in the fuck, man?
The chip bags.
The chip
bags.
bags.
That's
The
all gunslinger material.
The little Debbie's fucking squeegee channel holder, the fucking whole 9 yards. It's fucking all out of gunslinger material. If it wasn't for Richie Blue and the gunslinger, he wouldn't even fucking be making pads for the window weapon. He
No.
wouldn't be making none of that shit. None of it. What's up, Jason Snyder? When you going to come on the podcast and do all things ghostly paranormal activities? Mark Tanner has requested your appearance on the podcast for a all things paranormal podcast with Jason Snyder of ITAR. I don't know if he's with ITAR anymore. His egos won't let that happen. He'll let the whole sip shink. Good.
Yeah, I
Good.
think
I hope he
Jason's
fucking
correct.
does, because I'm going to keep fucking shooting at that motherfucker's ship until it leaks and go like his gunslinger and fucking spaghetti strainer. That's what he should do, is just move into the food industry and start selling those things for fucking spaghetti strainers.
Yeah.
Could you imagine Gordon Ramsay running around with a gunslinger on a ship full of spaghetti draining that shit, and then he could just like serve it instantly?
Yeah.
Shit'd be dope, bro. I mean, he's got a fucking gunslinger to hold your brush.
Yeah. Because it's always important to carry a bunch of brushes around.
And your goosenecks. Don't forget.
Yeah,
And every
yeah.
fucking Squeegee channel
the
you own.
channels. He's
Every
got a
Squeegee
different
channel
channel.
you own.
Yeah. Oh my god.
The next he's going to come out with a sling for your back to put your plus A sections in, so you don't have to fucking ever go to your truck again.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a gunslinger for your reach it flow. Not only can you clean windows with this, but you also can make an awesome cappuccino on your hip.
Yeah.
I just saw your whole text message. I
Oh,
didn't see the
thank
whole
you.
thing.
What is that?
For my drink.
What is it? It's for my drink.
Drinking the hard stuff.
Drinking the hard stuff. That's why he's moved on from USA to Australia. Well, I can tell you this right now. I've had 2 hour-long conversations from very big window cleaners over in Australia that they don't like this motherfucker and they don't want him over there
No.
because they don't want him to come back. You know, he was supposed to be open a Reach It storefront in Australia. You don't hear no word of that anymore now, do you? Because don't nobody want that motherfucker over there. That's why he's going to the Philippines and Korea, so he can escape fucking probably trying to pay his fucking Chinese workers to get out of those contracts, because he probably can't afford it no more. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I mean, bruh. Jason Snyder said whenever, because it's a different product. It is a different product. Whatever product you're talking about, it is different. Yeah, that's what I want to do, is weightlift while I'm cleaning windows.
Yeah. Window cleaner has a stroke and dies due to the weight of his belt. Details at 11.
Fuck me. We'll be putting on a fucking GoFundMe for Jason Stroked Out Lehman.
Yeah.
Fuck, man. Don't forget to go and donate $25 to the Fallen Window Cleaner in Columbus, man. It's $25, guys. It's one storefront, man. Just go.
Yeah, man.
Just go and just do it, man. It's good. It's good for everybody. Good karma. Good karma is the best kind of karma. Go out there and get you some of that good karma.
Well,
man.
just remember, someday you might need some assistance.
Yeah.
You know?
Someday it might be you. Someday it could be me. You know what I'm saying? But either way, if you have the means, even if it's $10, maybe you can't afford to put the $25 in. Fuck, maybe just whatever you can muster up, man.
Yep.
Every little
I
bit
agree.
counts, man. Every little bit counts.
Sure does.
Maybe you donate just enough for his son and daughter to get a candy bar, and that'll maybe brighten up their day. Who knows? You know what I mean?
Yep.
You never know, guys. You never know. You never know. But you guys know where to go. Go to the Into the Flow Facebook group. Join there. Do the little thing. Teach a funny video on the cheapest
The
store
hoagie
closing.
holster. Yeah, we
What?
should need to make a video
Hoagie holster.
carrying a foot long in that bitch.
I wish I didn't give away all my gunslingers. I wish I wouldn't have gave that one gunslinger to that fucking Ben Marino. Because I would totally
I'll
cut
tell
that.
you what,
Do you have one? You need to make a hoagie
I got
holster.
4 of them. The problem is this.
What?
I love a meatball sub, but I think that you should drop the meatball.
No, listen. All you gotta do is buy the meatball sub and keep it half in the wrapper, just so you only unwrap the part that you can see.
Walking around like a fucking Hansel and Gretel motherfucker, leaving breadcrumbs.
Quino Cowboy, I can tell you this, man. I've never not liked Black Diamond Rubber. My issue with Black Diamond Rubber.
For the first time this week, Casper, I was fortunate enough to send me soft T-shaped rubber, and I've been using it all week, and it's brilliant. I love it. I'll be buying a gross of it.
Loves it. Says it's just as good as Sorbo so far.
Yes.
So.
Yep.
And I'm assuming that maybe, what do you want to call it? Sunday, you might be able to tell us a little more how you feel about that.
Yes, absolutely.
But if you think about it, well, anyways, like I was saying about Black Diamond Rubber, my only issue with Black Diamond Rubber was this: is once Perry Tate took over, the price was raised 3 fucking times, which was a problem. And the reason why it was a problem is not because it wasn't worth it. It's still probably cheaper than most fucking window cleaning rubbers. But the problem was this: the price was raised, but the fucking shipping was 10 times as bad. Honest to God, no bullshit. And I can prove it. Casper knows. Because I sent the shit to Casper and said, look, dude, what the fuck is going on, man? I waited almost, I almost waited 45 days for 1 dozen round 16-inch rubbers. Round top 16, almost 45 fucking days, man. 45 days for a dozen rubber.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Man.
No. Black Diamond's, it's a great quality rubber. He's got it nailed on the soft. For those of you who like the soft rubber or don't know what rubber you use, but if you use Sorbo, you're using soft, you can use Black Diamond and get the same results.
It's pronounced Kana. Get some culture. No, listen, I don't know how to fucking sound out all your motherfucking different names and shit.
What? Kana?
Yeah. Kana, these nuts fit in your mouth? I mean, what the fuck?
Oh, God.
I mean, did I pronounce it right that time, motherfucker? Sorry, bro. I don't know. Fucking, I'm new to a lot of fucking things, especially the internet. I got my Black Diamond Rubber directly from Casper himself. Well, good for you, Jason. What do you want, a fucking pat on your back? What do you want, a fucking cookie?
Well, guess what, Jason? Now call WCR because that's where you need to get it from.
Well, listen, Jason Snyder, you need soft top flat rubber, so does fucking everybody. It's not out yet.
I think they're shipping. Yeah, they're shipping. It's coming over. So, in February, he said.
It's a South American flute, biatch. Oh, I know who that is now. As soon as you said fucking flute, I knew who it was. It's that fucking Brian dude. The one that plays the flute all the time.
Yeah.
He's always got them pictures of playing the skin flute. I mean, the regular flute. Order the Black Diamond from WCR. You'll get it so fast your head will spin. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. When is the soft available? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. Why would you be putting that in there?
Because Jason knows.
What the fuck does Jason know?
Jason Lehman.
No, he don't.
He pulled the message back. He said in February.
No, he said he ordered it. He ordered Black Diamond Rubber from him directly. Jason Lehman doesn't half know what he's talking about half the time. That dude's fucking.
Well, Chris is on. Chris, when are we going to be able to buy soft T-shaped rubber?
He don't know fucking either. He's not the manufacturer. You need to be asking fucking Casper.
Where the fuck is Casper? Why isn't Casper watching?
Listen. If you were listening, you fucko. If you were listening to the other fucking podcast in which he was on, he said that it will probably be late summer.
Okay.
Because they're going into production soon. Apparently, nobody pays attention except for old Squeegee here.
Well, it's in production now because I got some.
I got some. No shit, fucko.
I was going to
You
send
don't know
some.
shit.
You ain't getting nothing. I could see Perry turning a food truck into a mobile region store. Food truck, he can't. He'll fucking give out food.
You don't know shit, Jason. Well, That's Jason Lehman's limit right there. I fucking was too mean. We ship all Black Diamond 12 packs and guaranteed 2-day delivery time. You can't fuck with that. Go to www.windowcleaner.com. Get you some fucking Black Diamond rubber and 12 packs guaranteed in 2 days shipping. 2 days.
They sell grosses too.
They sell grosses
right?
too. They sell that shit gross and horrific as well.
Yeah.
It's dope. At www.windowcleaner.com. Get you some Black Diamond rubber, 12-pack, 2 days. Bitch.
Yes. Okay. So we have a new segment
Okay.
on the podcast.
Okay.
Okay. This segment, which we need to make grow, is the fart of the week.
The fart of the week. Okay.
Now, everybody knows that TJ and I share farts through Voxer.
Yes.
If you have Voxer and want to join us, okay, has to be a real fart, not a mouth fart, not your dog's fart.
Yeah, not
and you
none
would
of that
like
Richie
to,
Blue shit. You got to do
yeah,
real
none of that
farts.
Richie Blue. Sounds like there's a deck of cards being shuffled.
Yeah.
Something's not right. Yeah. Okay. So we will start a Voxer page specifically for it. Now, this particular fart is mine.
Okay.
Okay. So I did judge all that you sent me, and there was some brilliant gas.
Listen.
But listen, this is my segment.
Okay. Well, don't play too much of shit.
No, I'm playing one. No, just going to be the one fart. Now,
I'm just saying, you're not really good at
what makes this
technology.
fart so brilliant is the very end,
Okay.
the finish. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And when you hear this, which you have already heard it, but you'll be reminded, you're going to laugh. Okay. And so, here we go.
That's the one. That's the one I said. There's no way you didn't shit your pants at the end.
The very end.
Yeah. Play. Can you play it one more time without fucking it up?
Yeah. Wait, it went to the next one.
Yeah.
We need to isolate these things. Okay, here we
We
go.
need a
I got it.
special fart file.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Listen to the very end. What I think is happening here, because this is going to be educational.
I think your asshole. I think your asshole inverted.
Yes, it was like a traffic cone. Okay. Big, like a party favor. Okay?
Right.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
All right. Dude, it's just too much, man. It's too much, dude. It's too much, dude. That is too much, man. And listen, you guys. Hey, listen, you guys might think that that's bullshit, but those are legit, man. Like legit farts. Look, he can barely work that fucking phone. This guy, he's such a. Listen, turn it off, dude. Come on, man. You're some of my private fucking shit here, bro. You look at him, he's trying to throw it away. Just hit stop, fool. Shit.
I'm laughing too hard. Well, maybe this isn't such a good idea.
We'll have to start a separate Vox to forward the
Yeah.
farts to. That's what we'll have to do.
Yeah.
That was so good. And then we can rate them. We'll just do I'll forward it to the fart of the week fucking Vox.
Yeah. The part of the week.
That's what we'll do.
And the winner gets a prize. Could be a sticker.
That's so
you
good.
know.
That's so
Yeah,
good.
yeah. It's not going to be anything big. You're not
Yeah.
getting a gross of rubbers. Okay, but if you can make us laugh and make us listen to it multiple times, and I can laugh at it 3 days later, it's still good, you win a prize. Could be even an attaboy. You know what I'm saying?
Could be a bottle of rub.
Yep. Yeah. Now.
It could be anything. It could be anything. It could be a brand new car. You never fucking know, man. You never fucking know, bro.
It could be a way for me to get rid of some of my Reach-It gear.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. Could be a way. Could be a way. I just realized that I just plugged Black Diamond Rubber and windowcleaner.com on my fucking podcast. I gotta stop doing that for free. I gotta stop doing that. I'm gonna cover up my whole backdrop, and you motherfuckers are gonna start paying me for my fucking plugs. That's it.
But all those guys have stepped up to help us.
You owe me $5 for fucking letting you do that segment.
Okay. I'm in. You got it.
When's the cheap shit sticker coming out? I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know if it's worth fucking investing in. We've got fucking Mark, like legitimately no bullshit. How much was it, Mark?
It was like $300.
It's like fucking $300.
It was a lot more than I figured. Kate's like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "Shut up."
Mark literally, like, legitimately bought $300 worth of Cheap It stickers. That is
Yeah.
not a joke. And I just been handing
Yeah.
them out left and right. I'm
No,
like, what
I
do you
don't
want?
care.
He's like, what do you want me to? I'm like, what do you want me to do this? He's like, fucking give them to people. Fuck it. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Well,
dude?
that would be a good price for a good fart, right?
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
want a
I
cheap
think,
sticker.
yeah, you want a Cheap It sticker? There you go.
Yeah, you and your bunghole have to earn it.
Yeah, yeah. I will say this. Speaking of guys that giving us cool shit, Chris sent me the Trad 20. I seen you sent a picture of it the other day. I'm actually
Yep.
editing a video about my 2.0 Trad poles, my Trad 12, which I've had since, like, when we get those, March?
Yeah. Yeah.
Since March, and now I've got the Trad 20.
And that new red tip that came with it.
Oh yeah,
that shit
I
is
like
next
that.
level.
Yeah, I like
oh,
it.
yeah.
I like
It's
it.
a good
It's
tip.
I like it. I like the fact that it's riveted and glued. I like that.
No, it's nice and rigid.
Yeah,
I
nice
had
and rigid.
I took that picture on that job that I do that entryway monthly,
Uh-huh.
and it has an archway.
Mhm.
If you look at it, the glass goes behind it, so you literally have to stand up against the window to get the brush. I was like concerned if the clamp was going to fit behind there because it's just enough room to get a mop up in there.
Right.
Usually I'll put a pivot mop on sideways just so I can see what I'm doing. But no, and that pole did a better job because you're able to keep it's so much more stiff than what I was using. Was you seen them yellow poles at Home Depot that are 3-section and
Yes.
the bottom is fiberglass and the other
Yes.
two are aluminum?
Yes.
That's the only pole I had
That
tall
would-
enough to get up
To
there.
do that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, A, and B, it's an entryway that's very busy, so you can't water fed pole it, and you wouldn't be able to get the brush up in there.
Right.
So usually when I did it, I'd have to do it twice or rag it out because from the inside you'd see the drag lines because the wrong angles.
Yeah.
But it came out perfect with that pole, and
Well,
that's
if you
due to
went
the
out
fact that it's rigid.
If you went out and got yourself an Unger 0-degree handle and a nice 18-inch or 16-inch channel, you would never have that problem again.
I have that. I bought it all. I
Yeah,
just
well, you
don't.
suck at it. You suck
I
at
do.
it. Yeah.
I told you I
Suck the
do. It's
fattest
not for
dicks.
me, man. You can't
Mark,
teach
I
us
want
a
some of
dog
your
for-
barbecue sauce. Mark doesn't fucking make barbecue sauce. Well, he does, but he doesn't.
Yeah, I alter barbecue
He
sauce.
alter barbecue sauce. He
Yeah.
makes barbecue rub. There's a big difference. You'll
Yes.
have to, you'll have to fart to get that barbecue sauce. Yes, you'll have to fart to get the barbecue rub. There's no question about it. You're gonna have to vox us a fart if you want fucking into the grand prize drawing.
The barbecue sauce I make is more of a glaze. I gave you that recipe, and that's what was on the food that I cooked for you.
It was
Very
good.
little of it.
Yeah, it was
But
good.
it's good. Yeah, it's simple to make.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I used to get a barbecue sauce out of a company that the guy retired. That was amazing. I won competitions with it. And the reason I started buying it was because it was very close to what I was making, you know, which was altering a regular sauce. And unfortunately, I have a gallon of it in my fridge in the garage, and it's still good, obviously. But I'm saving it if I do competition this year. It's that
I'll
good.
tell you what, I'll tell you this, bro. We know what a synthesized fart sounds like. You can't pull that shit over on us.
Yeah, no, it's got to be real.
You're talking to two seasoned fart recording veterans
Yeah.
here. We know what the fuck's what.
Yeah, yeah,
Fart
yeah.
BQ. Yes, that's what we should call the rub is fart BQ.
Yeah, the louder, the longer.
The better.
Okay, the better.
Yeah.
None of this freaking. We don't
Yeah,
want one.
we don't run that shit. We want some fucking cheek slapping.
Yeah.
We
I'll
want some-
tell you. I gotta say this though. Sometimes I get up. I charge my phone before I go to bed, and if I get up in the middle and I take a pee, I'll go get my phone, which sits in the kitchen, and set it next to the bed because I know in the morning I'll have something special for you. Sometimes I'll get up, walking my dog 6:30 in the morning, and TJ's already sent me 4 farts in a row, like back to back, within minutes of each other. I'm like, God, someone had some good groceries last night.
Yeah. I was sending them out like wildfire a couple times, you know, and the Mark was just like, well, there was like a week or so there that went. I was fucking just letting them loose, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just coming with the thunder. And Mark
Yeah.
didn't have nothing for me. He's like, dude, I don't know what's
No.
wrong, man. My fart box don't work.
Yeah. No, that's because what I send you is real.
Yeah.
I've never faked one.
Yeah, yeah. I just fucking see Mark knows how to save them up. When I get
Yeah.
some gas, it don't matter where I'm at. I'm just like, brr, And I stuck the phone in Mars, and Jen's just looking at me like, "Oh my fucking god,
Yeah.
dude!
No,
I'm at
Kate does the
Texas.
same thing.
I'm at
No, Kate
Texas
does the same-
Roadhouse.
dude.
I'm just wherever. You know what I
We'll
mean?
be sitting there watching TV, and I'll lean up and drop one into the phone, and she thinks it's funny, but she thinks it's even funnier because I'm such a child that as I send it to you, I listen to it myself.
Yeah, so do I, dude. So do I listened to it right afterwards. Right after I sent it to you, I listened to it to make sure it was good or not. You know?
Yep.
I'm just saying. I mean, whatever. You know what I mean? Whatever. Dude. I don't care, man. I don't care.
Submit your fart.
And then sometimes I'm like, man, I should have recorded that. She's like, God, dude. Because sometimes I don't catch them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need to be more proactive because when I first wake up in the morning, I've always got a super gangster fart, like gangster fart, and I always miss it. Every once in a while, I'll catch it, but most of the time I miss it. They're good ones too. They're like Mark Tanner style, you know what I mean? Good.
Well,
ones.
sometimes I'll it'll be like 5 o'clock in the morning. I'm getting ready to get up, and I'll feel a couple, and I'm like, I'm gonna hold these back. One time I held like 3 back, and my stomach hurt for about an hour till I could get them all out. Oh my God. Like, might not want to do that anymore.
He's got sphincter control, man. Mark's a gangster, dude.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any technical questions for Mark Tanner? I mean, don't ask me shit because I clearly don't know anything. But if there's anything you'd like to ask Mark Tanner, if there's any questions you'd like to ask at all, be sure to ask them right now. Don't forget you can go to and buy yourself a Simpole at www.simpole.com. Buy yourself, and this is the last time I'm doing this for you fucking douchebags. You can buy fucking black diamond rubber at windowcleaner.com, www.windowcleaner.com, and them motherfuckers will send a dozen of that rubber to you in 2 days. They're guaranteed. They're guaranteed you in 2 days, man.
Yep.
If you're in a bind, you need a dozen. Boom, 2 days. Boom, they got you. They got you. I mean, that's the last one, Chris. You're not getting any more. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. And thanks again for the poll, dude.
Yeah,
I wish I did videos. The poll's amazing.
Yeah, but I'm doing my solid best. I'm shooting Excalibur video. I'm shooting Zero Trad videos, just because they were gracious enough to send me a fucking 20-foot trad pole. I think that's super awesome. So I'm trying to shoot them some videos, give them a little promotion, little T Squeegee style, and the same way with my Excalibur. Philip's a sweetheart, you know what I mean, and has really helped me out with mine. So, I try to make sure he gets to sell some of those, which has been working out for him pretty well. How's that window scratch repair job going, Mark?
Well, he asked how it got scratched, and honestly, we haven't figured that out yet. I hear you. Yeah, that job sucks. That job sucks. For anyone who wants to get into scratch removal or does scratch removal can relate to the fact that the best jobs are the ones where someone comes and graffiti tags or they get one scratch accidentally in the middle of a window, or there's a couple small scratches that were done by a bad window cleaner or whatever. Those are the home run jobs. The jobs like this one that I'm doing, where the entire window is nothing but scratches, they're brutal. You can't get enough money for them. I mean, it pays okay, but it's just taxing. It's taxing. If I was 20 years old, it probably wouldn't be as taxing. I'm really, it's frustrating when you take out 10 scratches in a row, you think the window's done, you stand back and there's 2 more.
Question, and then you're gonna bring up a whole fucking line of shit. No, I don't use powder or lotion for chafing. I'll tell you what I use for chafing, and Mark's gonna bust my fucking balls about this. But if you go, is it Monostat 7?
This is what you need. Can you read that?
No. Hygiene for groin area.
Fresh balls.
Fresh balls. That's what Mark says. You can go.
This goes on as a liquid and turns into a powder.
Listen, you
okay?
Can
so your nuts. At the end of the day, your nuts look like a glazed donut.
Listen, old T Squeegee.
Monostat 7.
It's the fucking anti-chafing cream. It's either Monostat. Is it Monostat 7? It's Monostat
no, that's
7
when you had that
Vagisil.
Remember when you called me and said bread was coming out? I said you got a yeast infection.
Shut the fuck
I recommend.
I never fucking said that.
Yeah,
I never said that. I'll have to find it. My brother-in-law Jeremy. Fresh balls. That's horse shit. Listen.
No, it's good. This is good shit.
And this shit you can go buy for like fucking $4 or $5 a fucking tube. I'm telling you, It's like silk on your balls. I'm telling
Dude,
you,
let me
man.
ask you something.
You
You
don't have
ever
to
go
ask me
into the
shit.
local Walgreens, okay, and walk, like do that jock rot walk with it in your hand? That's
Yeah,
what you should do.
yeah, all the time, all the
Bring it
time.
up to the
All
counter.
the time. Like, listen, I'm making bread. I need this yeast infection medication. It's not the yeast infection medication. It's not. It's just made by Monostat 7 or Vagisil, whatever the fuck it is. But it's an anti-chafing cream, and I'm telling you, it's the best. It's for fat girls that got chub rub, is what it's for. Girls whose
Yep.
thighs stick together, that's what it's for. And I'm telling you, that shit is official. Official. And I never get chub rub anymore. Never. Ever. Ever. Using stannic oxide for a drill. What?
He's talking about probably cerium oxide. I don't prefer to use a drill. I don't think a drill works very well. I use a polisher that's dedicated to that. If you're using a drill and you're making it work, that's cool.
Man, Luke keeps sending me these dope-ass pipes, man. I like that Peterson Waterford XL13 tobacco pipe picture you just sent me, Luke. Luke's got me geeking out on tobacco pipes, man. I've been smoking tobacco, but I'm trying to quit smoking, like seriously trying to quit smoking. And I'm telling you, man, the pipe tobacco might be doing it. I smoke a pipe and then I'm not smoking a cigarette for like at least 2 or 3 hours, which is crazy for me. Yeah, yeah. I'm big Squeegee. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. It's in the lady aisle. It's in the lady aisle. Go check it out. Listen, he wants to know what are ways that guys scratch glass without knowing, Mark.
If you have a razor blade and you put it on glass,
Sharp like a ninja, cut like a razor blade. Go ahead.
that's right, and start moving the blade across the glass, and feel or hear a ticking sound, you're scratching glass. Okay, we're not going to debate glass fines, but that's what it is, in my opinion. Okay, so none of my employees except for myself and one guy has a razor blade. No one else is allowed razor blades. They'll live with that sticker on until Mark gets there. Okay, and I can fix it for free. So stop with the blades, and you won't. It's impossible to scratch glass with a squeegee or a mop unless it's full of grit and sand, and that would take a lot.
That would take an awful lot of
more pressure than you would put.
Yeah.
A water-fed pole brush will not scratch glass.
Unless it's an aluminum rinse bar. It might mar
aluminum
the
rinse
glass.
bar will mar the glass, exactly.
It won't scratch it, right? It will mar it.
Yeah, Jason Lehman asks, what's your thought on the Mr. Hardwater polisher? That polisher that comes with the Mr. Hardwater is one of the most brilliant polishers. I have one. I'm probably going to buy another one because, especially if you're new to polishing glass, it's much smaller. It doesn't have as much power as the Makita, but it has really good balance. Okay, it's not expensive, and I have one for over 5 years, and it's still running. One of my guys is pretty skinny, and that's what he uses. It's a great polisher, and anyone who asks me, and I got nothing in it, you want to learn how to polish glass, start with the Mr. Hardwater system. It's a couple $100, and you can learn from that enough to get proficient.
Right. The Quina, whatever the fuck is it? Kenya Cowboy asks, what is bad glass, Mark? In your definition, what is bad glass?
Bad glass is glass that has been tempered and has issues. Okay, so pretty much no matter what you do to it in the construction cleaning, as soon as you put a blade on it, you're scratching it. You know, I come from the late 80s washing windows. You could put a blade on any glass. All of a sudden, they're importing all this glass from overseas, and these problems have arisen. Okay, it's not going to go away. The glass industry now says, and this is a fact, you can look it up, if a scratch is less than 1 inch long and you can't see it from 10 feet away, it does not exist on a brand new window. So if you spend 50 grand and put impact glass in your house or thermopane, okay, and it has a 1 inch scratch that's very light and you can't see it from 10 feet away, it does not exist. You're not getting a new panel.
Right.
That's what the industry standard is. So Windows 101 has a polisher for 150, but I don't know if Mr. Hardwater, you take a look and let me know. Yeah, send me a picture, Jason, in a message, The Mr. Hardwater polisher is black and gray. I forget the manufacturer. You can buy just the polisher from that company. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
$150, maybe a little less.
Yeah, because I
I
want to
get
buy the polisher and I want Mark
yeah,
Tanner shit to go with it.
yeah.
Did
Mark
they
Tanner
sell
shit
that
is
on
getting
there?
ready to hit the fucking market. It is. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna start out with some
Ooh.
polishes.
Brought to you by Reach It. No, we're just
Yep.
kidding.
No,
That
he wanted
motherfucker
that.
tried though. He
I
tried
put the
though, didn't he?
brakes. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
Well, you know what?
tried.
You know what threw up a red flag with me was I'll tell you the story because I got nothing to hide. We went to dinner and there was the discussion, and within 24 hours, I started getting emails and messages about what was called. He named it cyclonic. Okay. First of all, if I'm 80% behind this and it's my process, my tools that I'm developing, you're not naming it, okay? Right? That's,
Mhm,
I have to approve a name.
mhm.
Then it was he wanted to sell different kits for different results, meaning if you want clarity 1, you can use this kit. You want clarity 2, use this kit. If you want it perfect, you're going to use this kit. And I said to him, listen, people don't pay
What?
for better than it was.
What?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Well,
not
that's like
true.
saying
Are you
I get
serious?
I swear to God, I'm not
Oh
lying to
man,
you.
dude.
I'm not. Why would I
Oh
make
my
this up?
god.
I'm not saying this to
If
make
you
him
want
look bad.
cloudy glass, spend $150. If you want
Yeah,
semi-cloudy glass,
yeah,
spend
yeah.
$250.
That's
If
like
you want
taking your
perfect
car.
glass, what a
Yeah, no,
fucking
that's like saying
asshole.
this. You take your car to get painted, right?
Hmm.
Now for $200, we'll paint over all the dirt and everything. We're not going to
Right?
sand
Yeah,
it
we're not
down,
gonna watch
right?
it.
But for 350, we'll wash the car first. But for 700, we'll wet sand the car and
Yeah, we
paint it.
got you, bro.
Yeah.
And anything that you do, correct, Mark, and I could correct me if I'm wrong. If anything that Mark Tanner does, as far as um, like glass restoration wise, it's going to be a stain remover at first, correct?
Yeah,
It's
if
not going to be the
I do
scratch.
instruction, exactly. They all overlap,
Yeah,
okay? But what I've been
and it's just going to be it would just be the compound and the pads. It's not going to be a polisher. You're not going to have a Mark Tanner polisher or anything.
no, 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 no. No, I will recommend a
Yeah,
polisher. I can't get them any cheaper than you can.
right.
If you search around, you'll find them for, you could buy a 9227 Makita for less than right about $195, and that comes with no carrying case, no back plates, no polish. You could buy it up to $400 if you get a wool bonnet, but none of that stuff transfers over to what I do.
Right.
So you just want the bare tool.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Um, if I had the power to buy 300 at a time, I could probably get them at a better rate,
Hmm.
but it's not worth it. And I have owned and still own Bosch, 3M,
Hmm.
Makita, DeWalt, Milwaukee. I have every polisher,
Hmm.
other than Festool, which is like $700, and that's why I haven't bought it. But it only spins like 2,500 RPM, so I won't buy it. But I've owned every one, and still the best one out there is the Makita.
Hmm.
I have
Makita
one
makes
that's
great fucking tools, man.
yes, and it's got the best electronic speed recovery, and that's where your consistency
My
comes in.
cousin has a Makita cordless drill from like
Uh-huh.
the late '90s or early mid
The one where the
'90s.
battery goes into the
Yeah,
handle.
and that
Yeah,
motherfucker
yeah.
still works.
Yeah.
Great fucking tools, man. Mark, so
Yeah.
when can we buy or let me know, please? I have my hospital windows that have hard water stains on quite a few of them. I am with you, right there with you, Jason. I have a bunch. I actually have a quarterly customer that I'm fucking dicking with hard water stains constantly on that I want to remove the
Yeah.
stains for good and nanovate them motherfuckers. But this
Yes.
cocksucker just keeps dragging his feet.
Yeah, I can honestly say within the next 6 months, I will send out. Certain people will get samples and an instruction pamphlet on how to use the stuff, and then all out in production within a year. But
Really?
the reason I'm
Why
yeah,
ain't you
the
ain't been
reason
saying nothing to me about this?
because I've just
Because I
been,
don't trust you, you fucking
no,
fat fuck.
dude.
Dude.
Yeah, that says the guy who I invited to come work with me.
Oh, yeah, that's
You
right.
know?
I forgot.
Okay,
Damn.
yeah, I forgot
Why you
about
keep
that. I'm
throwing
gonna
that
hold
shit in
that
my
shit over
face
your head.
for?
Well, I
Yeah.
have no choice.
Yeah.
You push me in the corner. I'm gonna sit here and cry. Fuck no, Gus.
Fuck you. Keep going with your fucking stupid
She
story.
cannot walk. She cannot walk up the steps, Gus. Anyway, so I've been working on a polish That's a step above a cerium oxide polish, which is what you would use to take mineral deposits.
And guys, this ain't like a couple of days worth of research here. This dude's
Yeah,
been
no,
fucking
it's close to 10 years.
10
It's
years
honestly
in
close to
product
10 years.
development here.
Yeah, and now I'm working on silicate stains. Now, if you don't know what silicate stains are, they're those round circular spots that actually erode the glass.
Yes,
okay?
I know exactly what they are.
Yes,
I deal with that quite frequently up here.
You will
That's
never
usually due to like a limestone facade or like a stone facade, correct?
Yes. Anytime you have glass stone, you're going to have silicate staining, unless that stone is sealed and maintained.
Which is
sealed.
a fucking bitch to get rid of.
Yes. Now,
a lot of people mistaken a hard water stain for a silicate stain too. That's a common misconception. Am I correct?
A silicate stain is actually damage to it damages the surface of the glass. So, in order for a glass to have clarity, it's got to be flat, relatively flat.
Right.
Okay. So when you have pits and divots in it, okay, then you're not going to have the clarity. Okay. So a stain is topical. A stain is on the glass, but a silicate is damage and erosion to the glass. Now, there's a lot of instances, fountain glass, car wash glass, they're all going to have erosion. So I've been working on a polish that not necessarily is going to work well on stains, but it's going to help flatten down the glass again and remove that silicate damage, okay? And I learned a lot on that. We were on that Citrix job for almost 40 days. And at first, we were just wearing the stain down, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Just
chipping away
beating the little shit out of it,
right.
Yes. By the time I started playing around with some compounds, towards the end of 700 or 800 windows, we had started making some progress. So the problem is, too, it's very hard to duplicate these stains. I can't duplicate these stains at home.
Right.
Okay, and work on them. I have to go out
your development is out in the field.
Yes.
Now, my question is this. Now, you're saying that you're working on, so what you're initially going to approach or release will be something to remove hard water stains and the like, correct?
Yes. You need to learn.
Will it be a different product for the silicate? Okay. There we go. That's what I wanted to know.
It's gonna be. I'll let this out of the bag because I don't care if someone wants to try to copy it. They're not going to be able to figure this one out. The product is 2 steps. It's 2 compounds. One is a liquid, and one is a very aggressive abrasive. Now, you put the liquid on the pad, and then if you need to, you add the abrasive in its raw form, and that's where it really starts to take off.
And that's a really good question here. Before you get too deep into fucking your whole magic trick, and I don't want you to release it all, but a lot of guys probably don't realize this, but let's say scratch removal, you're actually taking the surface down to the level of the deepest part of the scratch. Am I correct? That's essentially what you're doing.
You cannot remove a scratch. You have to remove everything around it. Okay? So, yeah, it's impossible. A scratch is removed glass. If you think about what the definition would be, it's removed glass. So you can't put glass back.
You're beating the layers down to match the scratch.
Yes. What you're doing is you're taking the glass down.
Planing the surface down is what you're doing.
You're resurfacing just below. The trick to it is not getting rid of the scratch. It's
blending.
Getting rid of the scratch. It's blending from where you went from your transition from.
Should you wear personal protection?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I can tell you this. No, I wear a respirator, a dust mask. A dust mask would work.
Do you think that's why you cough so much?
No. I cough so much because I'm a fucking animal. No, it has nothing to do with that because I do protect myself.
Right.
But 3M now, 3M has a new respirator out. It's new to me. It's been out for about 6 to 8 months because when I go to a supplier, he's like, "You need to try this." And it's simply, most respirators you're breathing through an organic compound or a chemical,
Right.
But now they have them. It's just nothing but a HEPA filter, so it's so comfortable to breathe through because it doesn't restrict. You're not dragging that air in through a cartridge
Oh,
that's
cool.
designed. Yeah, so they're very comfortable. I wore mine all day long.
Because that's got to be a bitch for you in Florida, wearing a fucking
Yeah.
wrist. Oh my god, dude! I
Oh
don't
my
even
God.
know how the
Yeah.
fuck you do that, dude. To be
Yeah,
honest with
yeah.
you.
There are times when I just, especially if you got a dip in your mouth, you got to pull the respirator out to
Yeah.
spit. You want to get a drink.
Yeah.
You got the headphones in, and I mean, you look like, you look
Bill
like
Jordan would like to know: doesn't the polishing of the glass does that weaken the window?
no, actually, that's quite the opposite, especially when it comes to scratch. Um, I'll address that. The glass is weak when it's not flat. It's just like, and if you've ever seen how they cut glass,
Mm-hmm.
they scribe a line in it and they snap it, right? Now that's not tempered glass because you can't do anything to tempered glass.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a scratch in glass and you remove that scratch, you remove the weak point. Meaning, if someone was to throw a basketball at a window, it would break on that scratch every time.
Okay.
So once that scratch is
You're
gone,
removing. You're
Yes.
essentially
Yes.
evening out the fucking weakness.
yes.
Can you fix scratches the way you would a car glass guy would? No, you cannot. It's two different things. Am I right?
Not necessarily. I've done windshields. First of all, I don't know how it is nationally, but windshields in Florida are zero deductible.
Well, what he means is, you know how those guys come to your driveway and fix the fucking chip in your.
Oh yeah, no,
You
that's
can't do
look,
that on a window.
I actually when I had to go into Safe Light to get a windshield installed in my Jeep window frame. I just brought him the frame, so I put the window in, and then I saw that system, so he knew I was a window cleaner and I did glass repair, and I was talking to him about it. That system uses a very clear epoxy to fill in chips or BB holes or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, so let's be honest, off the record, what's the lifespan? The lifespan is about a year.
Mm-hmm.
That will either fall out or turn yellow,
Mm-hmm.
but people do it when they're going to sell the car.
Right.
Okay.
Of course.
I don't fill scratches. I bought a glass weld system from a guy that was on Craigslist, and in the kit he had this clear nail polish. I go, what's the clear nail polish for? He was trying to fill in scratches with clear nail polish
fuck.
and then polish them. I swear to God. I'm like, this is the scientist. There is no short way. I wish there was, but
Right.
no. There.
Key John would like to discuss low E glass. What are your thoughts on low E glass?
I don't like
emission
low E glass. Yeah, I don't like low E glass. We have some of it here. I've taken scratches out of low E glass that was the low E coating was on the inside, so it wasn't an issue. Most low E glass that I see, number one, it's very hard to squeegee. I have a restaurant with they put it on the doors, and on this restaurant and on this house, it's never even.
I've got.
Did you ever notice?
Yeah, I got a
Yeah.
storefront. The same fucking thing, dude. It's
Yeah,
never. Yeah,
yeah.
It's oh my god.
It's never even. You ever notice if the sun's on it? Some of it's red, some of it's gray.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that.
Ugh.
I've never really had to mess with taking an issue out of a low E coated on the low E side.
I wish I could remember the name of that glass. You remember I sent you a picture? I got a construction clean. The glass was like fucking blue. You know, it almost looked. It was tinted almost blue. The whole. I mean, when you look at it from the road, it's like blue, blue, like Free Richie blue on the bottom there, like blue.
Yeah. Now again,
same thing. Fuck.
If
get out
you're
of here,
able to touch that coating, whether it's on the inside or the outside, you don't ever want to mess with that. I mean, if it's in between panels of glass, that's one thing. You're
really playing with fucking fire if you start adding abrasives to shit like that.
Or chemicals.
Or chemicals too.
The
Which
worst-
seems to be the fucking industry norm right now. Everyone wants to pour shit out of a bottle onto glass. I don't fucking understand it. Mark Tanner's tried telling you yums for a fucking
100 times.
100 episodes now. Don't do that shit. What you need is some oven cleaner. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Toilet bowl cleaner.
Toilet bowl cleaner.
One Restore, Crystal Clear. Look, it all has its
place.
Okay? If I was going to use those chemicals, and I'm not saying they don't take off a calcium or mineral deposit. They're not going to touch silicate stains at all. You're just going to damage the glass at that point. But if you want to use that stuff and then come behind that and polish it with simple a high grade of cerium oxide and then possibly seal it with a Nanovations type product, there's nothing wrong with that. I personally don't like the chemicals. I don't like what they do to the window frames. They leach. They'll streak the building up. You got to be very careful. And if you don't have to use them, then why use them? I can, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I've used them. I'm not gonna lie. I've used them.
You've
I've
talked
seen.
here. You've discussed in length.
Yeah.
The building you just got done restoring. You fucking did the
Yes.
whole thing. You acid washed
Yes.
the whole fucking thing, and
Yes.
didn't realize what you were doing, and ended up the stain
Yes.
come back 10 times as vicious as it did the first time.
Well, look, I've said this one too, and I'm going to say it again so people understand. This isn't a theory because I've done it enough to prove it. The Citrix building, which was 6 stories, and we did 5 of the 6 stories, we had a 50-foot swing stage, and in one day, you could do floors 6, 5, 3, 2. Okay, we didn't do anything on the first floor. Fourth floor would take literally all day for 3 guys to fix the stains. The fourth floor, which is the corporate office of Citrix, was when I called the existing window cleaner and I finally got it out of them. What happened to the fourth floor? Because we're fixing your building. You're going to have a great window cleaning season with this because the windows are now polished up and they look good and sealed. So you have to be honest with me and tell me what happened on the fourth floor. He called me back the next day, had to go through, he had the building for 10 years. He looked through his invoicing and everything, and he said, we acid washed the fourth floor. That fourth floor would take a full day to do maybe 12, 14 windows. But in the same time, again, you could do 6, 5, 3, 2 because they were acid washed. So once that silicate started attacking the glass again, it was brutal. Right. And you know what? I will say this. 6, 5, 3, 2 are 98% perfect. Fourth floor, you can find the flaws in it. And that's just because it just does not come off.
Right.
Unless I wanted to go to the next step, which was resurface, like as if it was a scratch. Okay? And
they weren't paying that.
They weren't paying that, and
right.
I wasn't doing that.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Cowboy would like to know, describe a silicate stain, please. What does that mean, a silicate stain? Is that, just kind of describe that a little bit for these gentlemen. I know everyone's wanting, what kind of dish do you buy, and how many wieners do you touch? Just, we're running out of time here.
Silicate stain is look, there's a lot of guys that know a lot more about the science of this than me.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, he can get it from me. I'll send him some cerium, The reason that most of the ceriums that you're buying, like from Mr. Hardware, they come from C.R. Lawrence, Glass, Renew, all their cerium is pretty much the same thing, and it's maybe 60% cerium, okay? The stuff I'm using is a lot more money and a lot more pure.
All right. Well,
but
anyways,
we have to
let's talk about the
stain.
Yes, there you go.
The silicate stain is basically silicates that leach out of concrete or mortar or brick, and limestone. They lay on the glass. Yes, limestone. And as the water grabs the minerals out of that brick and runs down onto the glass and then dries, they start to stack up. Okay, so it's something you can feel with your hands. All right. And what it's doing, it becomes very erosive and very acidic. So over time, especially in the sun, it starts to etch the glass. Okay, so realistically, it's not a stain, in my opinion. It is damaged glass. Okay, now it has color to it. You can polish the white out of it, and it's going to look better. But from angles, you'll still see
a faint
amount of damage to the glass. So if you want to make it perfect, then it's a lot more taxing.
Right.
And again, on a silicate stain, there is not a chemical out that's going to do anything for it but make it worse. Those are the stains that when you put that crystal clear on, it looks hazy and nasty, and you're like, that's actually worse than it was before, and you start to go into the panic.
Right.
It's because it's not a mineral. If you put crystal clear or any of those products on glass and you can actually smell it vaporizing, that's because it's attacking that calcium. It's dissolving the calcium. Just like if you pour it on a sidewalk, it foams up. It's an acid. It's attacking the calcium in the
causing more
on the
problems
sidewalk.
than it's fucking actually helping.
Exactly.
So that is fucking how to get fucking So, oh, it etches. So sprinklers. There's two different kinds of stains we're talking about here.
Yes, but sprinklers, well, a river, a flowing river, right,
Mm-hmm.
running across rocks will etch the rocks, right? Water erodes things.
Mm-hmm.
The more pure the water, the more erosive it is. I got into an argument the other day because I said that pure water is very aggressive and it's erosive. It is. Okay, it is. It's attacking. That's why it cleans so well. It's reionizing. Okay, it's a solvent. It's considered a solvent. So, sprinkler water, obviously, just running water over windows will erode the surface. You know, it's a different kind of erosion than a silicate stain, but there is silicates in all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But most of the time, you're going to get a calcium or a mineral, different colored, rusty colored. Or I've had windows that you saw pictures that were blue, rainbowed blue,
Yeah.
and orange, and orange.
I've been
and stuff like
fucking buddies with Mark Tanner for quite a few years now, and I've seen all kinds of fucking weird shit that I would never.
I'm
I
still
wouldn't even,
seeing shit I
I
don't know
wouldn't
what
even
it
know what
is.
the fuck. I'm like, what the fuck? You
Yeah.
know what I mean? What the fuck?
Yeah,
You know?
I still see shit I don't know what it is, but you know the thing is, if you want to learn glass restoration, I suggest you follow the steps. You learn stain removal. Okay, that's all the different kinds of stain removal. Once you become proficient at that, then you can start entertaining learning scratch removal, and that's because you'll be able to make the polisher go where you want it versus like Mike, my guy, he uses that little polisher because he can control it. If you're not standing behind that polisher, it's going to go where it wants,
Right,
and that
of course.
causes problems.
Of course.
So you got to be able to control where it's like using a floor buffer. You know, you lift it up and it goes one way, and you push it down, it goes back the other way. It's the same thing.
Right.
You know, so this guy keeps calling me Skid Mark. I can't stop laughing at that. I'm cool with that. But no, you'll learn different kinds of stains, and then once you become proficient at that, you start to learn scratch removal. At that point, you can start to actually learn on customers' glass because you can fix anything. You know,
Right.
I always say don't learn on customer glass, but when you get to a certain point,
You'll be
what are
able
you going to do? Yeah,
experiment
you'll be
a little
able
bit.
to back yourself back out of it
Right.
and go to square one.
Right.
You know,
Which is
So-
awesome. So, which, you know, listen, there's always tech talk on this podcast. Believe it or not, it's not all fart and dick jokes. We do talk about that. The podcast is a living organism. The podcast, the Squeegee Life podcast, is all about the guys and gals that are watching it. You'll get out of it what you put into it. You ask questions, we'll answer them. We've both been cleaning windows for a long time. Mark knows a lot more about shit than I do. He's older
Well,
than me.
I'm older. I've been doing it a little bit longer, and for
Not a
me,
little bit longer, like decades longer.
look,
I've only been doing it 15 years. You've been doing it like 25 or almost 30 years now, isn't it?
since '87.
There you go. Long fucking time, guys.
87. So here's the thing. If you're going to do it and you want to make the money, and you can make money doing it, I mean, I'm not going to lie. There's good money in it. And not every job is a home run. But you've got to do it with enough passion that you're better than everyone around you. There's guys around here that are pretty good at glass restoration. I bid against them. You know, sometimes I win, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I go back and look at their work. I'm like, yes, that's good work. You know, you're doing. I have no problem saying, you know, it's why. Oh, is he the best? Well, the best guy could be sitting in the garage right now, coming up with
And
something
you have
that's
no
light years
fucking
ahead of
idea.
all of us.
Yeah.
Exactly. The
That's
best
the same
musician
way-
is not in a band.
And it's-
He's
yeah.
sitting in the garage.
That's the
you know
same
what I'm
thing
saying?
you said about the fucking best guy on the fucking turning a squeegee. You'll probably never know who the fuck that guy is.
Exactly. He
You'll
ain't got to
never know.
show off
He
to
don't
make
care.
fucking
Yeah.
video.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Fuck you, dickhead.
I'm saying you. I'm not saying you. I'm just saying.
Hey, listen, cowboy. The roasting. That's another part of this podcast.
Yeah.
We can dish it out just as well as take it. You know, what I mean,
It's like
all
being
good,
in a
man.
bar.
Yeah.
Being in a bar. You got
We're
that
all
loudmouth
friends
guy.
here. Yeah.
You got that loudmouth guy. He's not really the one you got to watch out for. It's that one sitting in the corner that's quiet.
Yeah.
You know?
But for sure, the show is like what you guys make it, and the show wouldn't be as cool without you guys. So you know what I mean. We try and keep it to like 2 window cleaners or 3 window cleaners on the glass on the job bullshitting all day. That's what this is.
That's what keeps it light,
Yeah.
you know. And for me, honestly, and a lot of guys know, private message me. I never say no to try to help someone out. I don't look at you as my competitor. And if I can help you make more money to feed your family, then
That's all about that. Yeah.
that's enough for me. But if you take my information and try to make money on it, selling it,
Yeah.
I'm going to come after you because that's just wrong.
Well, either way, we'll be back this Sunday. I'm gonna
Yes.
try to get Seth Byers to come on because he's been talking about coming on, but who knows if he will. So we're gonna try to get Seth to come on the show with us, and I'm gonna have on. I don't know how long we'll have him on, but we're gonna have Anthony Padlow of Into the Flow on here to
Awesome.
talk about the little giveaway that they're doing for the window cleaner down in Columbus, Ohio, that had a 4-story fall. Don't forget, guys, go donate, go donate, go donate, go
I'm
donate.
thinking I
Help him
might
out.
try to dig something up. I mean, answer this. Would it be cheesy for me to dig up a nice piece of equipment that I no longer use, set
No.
it online, and let them
Yeah,
auction
no.
it up, and the money can go
Yeah, if
not
there's
to
if
me directly to
yeah, if you
I might
yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
you could probably do something
Yeah.
like that. You know, the guys Kevin Hargis or one of those guys, they'll reach out to yeah, you know, if you can find something you'd like to for sure, Mark. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Don't
as
be
long as they'll allow me to put a starting bid. Like I don't want to
right.
lose a
Lose it.
water fed
Yeah.
pole for $100.
Right, of
I want
course.
the guy to get $500.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? And you're getting
Agreed.
something that costs
Agreed.
me $700. You know what I'm
Agreed.
saying? I
Yeah.
might do that.
Yeah, so don't forget, as always, the podcast is brought to you by www.simpo.com. He's got that new Excalibur out, guys. Phillips, that Excalibur water fed pole is the bee's knees.
Yeah,
And,
and
you know,
his trad pole ain't shabby either.
his trad pole is pretty gangster, too.
Yeah,
It's pretty nice.
it is.
So, and, you know, if you want some black diamond rubber, you know where to get it from fucking Chris Lambernides.
Yeah,
Captain Free Plugs. No, I'm just kidding.
yeah.
I'm just kidding. But guys, you know, go to the Outlaw window cleaner page and sign up there, and you know you get to see us in there shooting the shit. Go to the Squeegee Life podcast page, sign up there, and you'll get all the window cleaning memes and fart and dick jokes your heart could desire. Or,
Yep.
you know, go to don't forget, you got to join the End of the Flow so you can donate to that dude's cause, man. But you can also find it on the Outlaw Window Cleaner page. It's at the top, is what I was trying to get at, is that it's also in the Outlaw Window Cleaner page there at the top. You'll be able to donate there. Screenshot it, post that picture in the End of the Flow group, and then there you go. You're entered to win one of a myriad of prizes, including a Squeegee Life hoodie, window cleaning history style, and a T-shirt. I'm gonna
Nice.
give them to you both. And you know, I'll even let you pick the color. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
So
All
it'll be
available.
unique to you. So we will see you guys Sunday, and you know, go fuck your uncle. Peace.
Yeah. Peace, guys. Be good. Later, T.